Welcome back, everybody, to Winter Championship. We are here on Sunday, which means it is time for North America. My name is PJ. I'm joined by Flambeau, and we are here in top 32. We're going to be deciding who's going to be making it through the elimination side. But before we get to the lower bracket, we're going to start in winners. Flambeau, how are you doing right now?
I'm doing great, PJ. I think when we started off the weekend casting together, there was kind of a question of like, what have people been doing during the off season, right? There was a little bit of a balance patch. We were wondering what legends we were going to see, how are things going to shake out. Now that we've made it to Championship Sunday, I think we've gotten our answer. And the answer is people have really leaned into Sword. I can't say I'm too surprised, honestly, but I didn't think it was going to hit as hard as it did.
Yeah, it seems like everyone's been practicing GCD light on Sword in the offseason, because that's basically all we're saying. You're in a juggle, GCD light. I'm in disadvantage, GCD light. I'm getting stacked on, GCD light. You're trying to land, GCD light. So I think right now what we're saying is the D-Light getting buffed, so everyone's leaning into it. Every single Sword legend seems to be viable right now. We're getting Bodvar all the way down to Jayan, so it's like really what more could you want if you're a Sword player? And of course, Priya, with the next balance patch, will be tournament legal, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of Priya. I know, like Pavelski, for example, who got 4th place this weekend on Jayan, is definitely going to be leaning into the new weapon Chakram. So all things considered, the meta is looking very much so Sword right now. And I do think we're going to see a lot more of that. And we're going to start off our match with somebody that is not known for Sword, which is funny, but he will be playing someone who is, which is Marckiemoo versus Access. So Marckiemoo, #1 player in North America, and somebody who's had a meteoric rise coming in from last year, winning the Royale, placing into that top 8 at BCX. So somebody who's just been really, really good for a while now, and somebody who's knocking on the door of the upper echelon of play. Of course, first at a plethora of online events last year, first at Trial Freya, 3rd at BCX, and of course first at that Royale. So you're looking at, the best of North America looking to represent and hopefully not fall to the elimination side versus Access.
Yeah, no, this one should be a pretty fun one. Now, granted, as you guys kind of tell on the screen there, this is something that has happened before. They've played each other 3 times, with Access actually being able to win one of those sets. Marckiemoo does have the set advantage though at 2-1. But for me, as someone who's been watching a lot of Brawlhalla at this point for who knows, at least over half a decade, Access is not someone I'm too familiar with, but I'm going ahead, I'm taking a look at kind of some of the placings we've seen from Access in recent time. We got a 97th at Frostbite, a 25th at Moose Wars Snowfall, and then also another 97th at Galaxy Cup. But I think the highest placement that is probably the most notable are these Trial of Freya and Lafay, and even Skuld. Actually, we got a 13th, a 13th, and a 17th. So probably someone I should be a little bit more informed about, but this is going to be the first time I'm actually going to get to watch this player play.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see kind of what legends that they're going to be wanting to choose. Of course, I see Access kind of over the Val, so we could see some Sword play here immediately to get into it. I haven't seen what Marckiemoo has been playing. To update the bracket, some interesting things that have been happening. Flower taking it 3-2 over Megdi. Of course, Flower, the player that just made it into top 8 of BCX on Yumiko. Raydish getting upset by Saikus, who is a Magyar player, 3-2 over Raydish. Raydish now in the elimination side of the bracket. We have Java and Raydish for, I believe that's 33rd. Or it might be 25th, so not even making it
17th,
into 9th place,
right?
Oh, that's 17. Oh,
yeah,
it's 2. Oh, yeah, you're right. 17. So Java Raydish for 17th, players that have won the tournaments last year. Now in the elimination side, of course, we also have more mainstays like Anonymous Alex, Bunny, Halo Prince is happening right now. The winner of that plays Hexo. The winner of that plays Anonymous Alex eventually. You have players like Zen and Wubs in the elimination side. You got Sprite in the elimination side, Snowy. So you have a lot of players that are like mainstays in North America immediately in the elimination side. Not as crazy as what we saw in the previous yesterday in South America, for example, where Kaina had to make it into the elimination side. But you're still seeing a lot of killers in the elimination side, and it's really, really crazy. We're just getting started today, and there's already big upsets and big implications for who's making it into the Royale spot. For those of you at home, the top 2 placers get put into the Royale. That will be happening, I believe it's next month, if I'm not mistaken. Is it next month or a month after? Regardless, only 2 players from North America, South America, and Europe, respectively, will get in. So it's definitely important to put yourself in these spots where you're not having to make these crazy losers runs to get into grand finals.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is history's going to be made here today, right? We were kind of chatting it up with Sandwick a little bit before this, right? I think he was saying that there was going to be guaranteed at least 4, if not 5, new faces in the top 8 of things here in North America, which I guess like makes sense, right? I mean, like, it's times have been changing. I remember when we'd see the same people in top 8 every single time, and you know, obviously as competition continues and things change, like you're going to see some of those players either become less consistent or sometimes they just move on to a different game even. But in North America right now, I don't even think that's necessarily what's happening. I just think that like a lot of the players that we weren't so familiar with kind of locked in a bit, right? Like I think last year was the year of Balloon Boy and Marckiemoo, right? Hands down free. Those were the two that like they really had their rise. Money Hala started making a splash toward the end of last year, but we haven't seen Money in a top 8 yet, I don't think, as far as official tournaments go. And kind of like the same thing with some of these other players, right? Like where it's like they've just been grinding.
Yeah, exactly. And it's cool to see like a lot of these community events that happen have kind of cultivated talent that are now making it into the later parts of bracket, right? Because you're seeing players like Bunny, for example, who's somebody that was just a complete demon in the community events, and now even she's able to make it into these top 8 positions where you're taking names off of people that are mainstays in the scene, similar to players like Raydish. I know Raydish was a community player for a while as well. I think Marckiemoo just got a PC last year, so also somebody who's just starting to kind of blow up in a big way. Same thing with Balloon Boy, for example. So you're seeing a lot of new faces in North America. It really feels like this is the next scene that's getting revitalized by new talent. We saw that in South America and with them taking over dominance in the region, and now North America knocking at their door saying we can take it too. Marckiemoo, of course, winning the Royale, the last Royale of last year. So somebody who's very used to being in these very high pressure situations and is just over time getting more and more confident in them.
Yeah, I'm like extremely curious to see how this set goes. I mean, Marckiemoo, like, really, it's so strange in a sense to be a fan of North America as heavily as I am, and to like also see someone like Sandstorm, who at this point is kind of trying to go for the LeBron run, right? Where it's like, how long can you stay this good at the top of Brawlhalla? And he's making it. But then you see someone like Marckiemoo rocking the exact same legend and also having meteoric success, and you got to ask yourself, like, can he surpass the GOAT? I mean, they've done the head-to-head a few times, and Marky kind of cooked, I'm not gonna lie, but it does look like Access has selected a legend here, and it's gonna be that Caspian. And Caspian, man, we don't get to see a whole lot of him. I think I talked about him a little bit yesterday, right? We saw a Diamond Hand. I can't remember who was playing it, but it just, you get a Caspian here and there, like a sprinkle of it, but never a meta character like that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, obviously we're going to see a lot of gauntlets in North America. And Katars aren't in a terrible spot, but what you're seeing from Caspian is like the really strong signature kit on the Katars, something where you're able to pressure a lot of spots very quickly and very accurately with your side, your end sig, your down sig. All the sigs are really good on Caspian. But you're also seeing the other end of the spectrum in Mordex, who's just, I mean, the best, probably one of the best legend, or one of the most consistent legends of all time. It feels like every top player has picked up a Mordex at one point and found it varying success. Of course, Marckiemoo is the new Mordex. I think they're calling him Mordex Jesus, the new second coming of Mordex Jesus, I should say. And now we're getting into it. Marckiemoo versus Access, Mordex versus Caspian. Very excited to start off these North American matches now.
All right, let's see. We're hopping into game one. It looks like the scenery is going to be Small World's End. The Ouroboros in the background, the snake eating its own tail, should give you a little bit of an idea of what kind of action we are about to get into today. Marckiemoo already starting off, picking up those gauntlets, and the great reactions off of the dodge as well. This could be pretty hard for Access, but Access, once again, I mentioned earlier on, has been able to beat Marckiemoo in the head-to-head before. Granted, the set is in favor of Marckiemoo 2-1, but that's not enough data to say that he will convincingly will most of the time.
Yeah, it's crazy. We saw like the immediate startup from Marckiemoo, who read a dodge, immediately got some big damage. Side air doesn't connect there. Access stuck on the wall. The dash jump into ground pound gets punished with a gauntlet signature, but Marckiemoo still fine. Somebody that's used to getting to the wall as fast as possible and then burning a lot of resources very quickly as a way to mix up how fast they're going to be able to get back to the stage. Access respecting Marckiemoo might be the fatal flaw here in this stock. Recovery exhausted, not enough to hit, but Access now having the wall once again, but just hasn't made the right reach to keep Marckiemoo off.
All right, and just like that, unarmed recovery from Marckiemoo is going to go ahead and secure the first knockout of this set. Access looking for that weapon here. Mark is going to try to starve him and gets a great response here. The weapon throw as well catches the gauntlets on top of that and is still extending this lead. That was one opening that led to continually more damage. Marky actually hasn't been touched. That side air was the first time that he had been hit after taking that first off. Wow, he's trying to cook. He's still cooking.
That's a crazy frame trap. You have to dodge through the GC downlight, and then you immediately pick up the weapon and get the scythe recovery, which is very active. It's really crazy. That's maybe some new edge guarding technology for Marckiemoo, already showing that he's been grinding in the offseason. Access picking up some gauntlets now, looking to force Marckiemoo off stage, maybe win the bout of the mirror, but you can't find it here. GC sidelight into recovery will close that one out, and Marckiemoo putting a showing on the gauntlets right now.
Yeah, Access not really able to find much. Gets that guitar recovery to finally secure the first knockout, but so far he has been getting effectively pummeled into the ground by Marckiemoo here. Here's an opportunity. He has Marckiemoo without a weapon. Maybe he can convert into some big damage. Just two end lines is all he gets. Wait, hold on. He's still trying to push on forward here.
Oh, it's bad spot. Really bad spot now. Getting hit with the nair there. Another nair from Marckiemoo. Gets the ground pound. It's just so easy for a player like Marckiemoo to find those spots and take that stock to downer, catching the wall. And yeah, it's a good mix-up in theory. Like, okay, I'm going to go off stage and then try to vertically recover high and then drift in. But Marckiemoo on gauntlets is able to get underneath the recovery and immediately nair it. It just was all over at that point. So yeah, and you're going to see Access immediately switching off into something we see a lot more commonly, into the Wushang and the Aang crossover.
Yeah, you know what? I'm here for it. The Qatar's not really able to do much. You know, got a couple hits in there, but no crazy long strings. I feel like one of the best reasons to pick Qatar is because of how easy they can be to use to win neutral, and that wasn't happening.
Oh, this is really bad. Okay,
jeez.
He gets out of that.
Woof. You almost died.
If the side air connected, it was over. That's really scary. Every time Marckiemoo goes off stage, this is kind of like what every gauntlet player wants their gauntlets to look like off stage, where you just put your moves in the perfect spots. It's like Marckiemoo's in Access head already. Wow. Access looking to fight back though, get big nair into a downer, gets the recovery after. So it's not, still some signs of life from Access, but you're gonna have to do a lot here. Marckiemoo, nice side air, goes for the downlight, down air into nair, doesn't connect, but still just overall Access putting up a much better fight this game.
Yeah, going blow for blow with Marckiemoo with these gauntlets so far, but then he gives Marckiemoo the dodge, and that's where I think Marky has been getting a lot of that pressure, right? He gets that one dodge, converts it into 4 hits. In this scenario, it's one that led to the knockout, and Access needs to be able to get those kinds of conversions if he wants to keep up. Marky looking for more damage here. Access drops the D-Light Sair. That's the day one combo. You can't be doing that right now. But if he gets a pogo, he misses the weapon throw, and that throws away his chance at getting that edge guard. The recovery's not enough either. But Marky doesn't have much to get down with. Spends the dodge, and Access drops yet another conversion. He tries to go for the unarmed D-Light into the gauntlet recovery. That one's not going to work either.
Great movement so far. Downlight into a side light. Gets some nice damage there onto Marckiemoo. Much better chances here for Access. Gets the recovery there. And overall, just saying, you know, I'm not really feeling the spear either. I'm just willing to fight Marckiemoo in his own game with the gauntlets. And it's working out much better than the previous game. Marckiemoo with some Scythe, can't dodge in there. So much damage extra. Marckiemoo going for a big read, expecting Access to go low. Access not giving it to Marckiemoo. Still stuck off stage, though, getting hit with another recovery.
Oh, he messed up.
That was
guaranteed.
He didn't get it. Click the button fast enough there.
Yeah, you can see Marky's so good at putting on that extra pressure once he realizes that his opponent doesn't have a dodge. He has a 3-second timer going down in his brain that says, right now, as long as I align my hitboxes correctly, I will get the stock. And that's exactly what we see Marckiemoo do right here with that side air as he forces Access down to his final stock.
The scythe in hand, putting some distance between the two, and Marckiemoo definitely coming out on top with it. Nice down sig.
Robbery.
That KO'd. Hello. I guess they nerfed the wrong sig. That was crazy. That KO'd so early.
And they've been nerfing that one too, right? Like it's wild. Like that's post nerf. But I think the last nerf they did to Wushang's down sig was like his ability to hold it because before he would just be holding it for so long and he'd be catching people when they thought it was over. It was a bit of a cheesy strat, but he still has as much cheese. Jesus Christ.
Dude, hello?
Coming.
What is it? Marckiemoo is cooking. I don't know. It's just like every time Access gets hit once, it's like it never ends. Finally getting out of the combo there, down air into the recovery, not connecting. Access, an opportunity to get something back here, but not really much, as the end light will find the KO. And game number 2. It's like kind of subtle, maybe, when Marckiemoo hits you so many times. Like, maybe he lulls you into like oh, I'm not actually taking this much damage. But he hit him like 12 times in a row, unanswered. He just couldn't get out of it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he had a similar kind of like moment in the first game too. Like after he got the first stock, that entire second stock for like the first like 15 to 30 seconds or so was just the Marckiemoo show. Access, you know, trying his absolute best to stay relevant here, but it feels like for Marky, finding the KOs is coming just way too easily, right? And I feel like he's really blowing up Access for some of his, I guess I'll just call them like habits on some of his dodges, right? Like he got hit by a side light and immediately dodged in earlier in that last game. It's like, all right, bro, you gotta lock in a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to turn off the autopilot though.
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, Marckiemoo not only getting so many big strings, but also getting so much, winning so much neutral interactions. Finally, yes, side light, down light into the side air for some extra damage onto Access. Marckiemoo, wow! I like the read there on the Sig, but he's like, even when the Sig misses, he takes a small hit and is back in the action.
Yeah, you know, perfect spot dodge from Access, doesn't even matter. And now he's getting to the point where Gauntlet Recovery is going to kill him. And that's exactly what we see. The knockout has been secured there as Marckiemoo, yet again, kind of just completely terrorizing Access. But we'll see if he can bring it back here. Has been able to beat Marky before. I cannot stress that enough. But maybe those times have left. What
are we doing? What is that? That's crazy. Endlight lands back on the stage. Another Endlight? Like, who expects to get hit there? Marckiemoo is cooking with something crazy right now. I don't even know what's going on.
Comes down with
an Access
there.
Can't land. Can't get any sort of space there. Haymaker. Some sort of trap there from Marckiemoo, not finding it though, and it looks like Marckiemoo is like warming up, like he's just like moving about, like he's just kind of like going for some crazy stuff. He's like, I'm trying to feel it a little bit. Unfortunately, they're forfeiting the stock. A great relief from Access there, as Marckiemoo is going for something devious off stage with these weapon tosses.
Yeah, even tried to catch it there. Oh no, he's gone. That's gonna be it. Just puts out the twinkle toes and Marky just like that, without a singular bout of sweat. He's just having a good old time here. Access, I need you to clap back here just a little bit. Oh my gosh, he's getting the custom combos going now. Marckiemoo feels like he's already won, and Access doesn't seem to be able to stop him here. He's on his final stock in game 3. Okay. Can he get
nice
clutch?
Nair. The weapon toss was so good. It taps it in though. Marckiemoo, can he make it back? Gets hit with the ground pound. Access fighting back here. My dog also popping off for that one, but still crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he needed, right? He needed a little bit of something. Access proving like, hey man, like, don't disrespect me, but let's see if he can still get the game once again. Oh my God, so abruptly, Marckiemoo ending the game saying, listen, bro, right there, I'm not gonna lie, it just looks like he got gapped. You know, that was skill diff, truth be told. And this isn't to say that Access isn't a good player. Marckiemoo in this set in particular just really tried to make him look foolish, and I'd argue in some capacity succeeded. There was moments where Access was able to respond. I'm really happy that Access was able to get the turnaround here on this edge guard that we're seeing right now, just to kind of send a statement to Marckiemoo to say like, bro, this isn't that free, right? Like, I know how to execute on some of these punishes, but where he fell apart was in the defense. Marky was getting him on way too many dodge reads consistently.
Yeah, you have to remember, like, Access made it all the way into top 32 through the winner side of the bracket. Somebody who's really solid and beats a lot of good players to get here. But it's tough when you play against the #1 player in the region. Also somebody who is an expert at winning those matchups. Access 3-2'd Clem to get here. So Access, somebody who's like really, really good, just running into a really, really tough opponent in Marckiemoo. Sometimes that's just kind of how it goes in the bracket, where there's just some killers in the winner side. And Access still having the opportunity to make the elimination side run, of course. You never want to count anybody out. I believe Access will be falling to play a Raid and then eventually Sprite, according to the seeding. So it'll be exciting to see that. But we are going to be moving into our next match, I believe. Our next match will be Sandstorm versus SeeingShade. So we're getting the former GOAT of North America and the current GOAT of North America on the side stream. Exciting to see that. Sandstorm, every time I see his earnings, I feel like it's a little like, it's like a little disrespectful to me. You know what I mean? Like, that's a really big number, Flambo. Like, that, is he trying to say something to me with that? $255,000 of winnings for Sandstorm. Shout out to him. He's one of the most successful Brawlhalla players of all time, widely regarded as the GOAT. Welcome to Sandstorm's show now with the Luminosity avatar. Okay, I see you. I haven't even seen that before.
Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm like, bro, like, is there a player in Brawlhalla history that has made more money than this guy? I don't know.
I think he's probably the most winning player. Yeah,
right?
He has
like,
to be
I don't like Boomy must be the second most, right? Probably somewhere around there, just based off of longevity and time at the top. But like Sandstorm has to have secured the largest bag through simply playing the video game. I think. I don't know who would be the second. Because like in the era of LDZ and stuff, it's not like the prize pools or anything like this. You know what I mean? So like. He is for certain the breadwinner for sure there. But then let's go ahead and give SeeingShade a little bit of time in the limelight here, right? Because I think everyone knows the GOAT, and so you know maybe it's time to talk about SeeingShade, PR number 21. And you know, taking a look kind of at the history for SeeingShade, not too bad, but it's been admittedly quite some time since SeeingShade has had like a particularly like impressive placing. You got 25th at the Trial of Freya, which was in September of last year, which not too bad. And Trial of Lafe through Moose Wars got 9th place, which is pretty good. But then outside of that, we're looking, I mean, Spirit Realm, which was just in December, that was 193rd place, right? Like that's kind of a rough one. So you know, placements a little bit over the place, but generally existing at least in the top 32 realm. As of more recent, you can see got 4 top 32s, if not at least getting generally, it looks like to top 64.
Yeah, that's it's somebody who, once again, like a really great player making a really great run, but now having to face down the GOAT of Brawlhalla in Sandstorm, definitely a tall task to say the least. I'm going to be looking at their run here if I can find SeeingShade. See, okay, yeah, so SeeingShade sent Sprite into the elimination side with a 3-1. SeeingShade also beat Snipes as well.
Okay.
Shout out to SIB. So SeeingShade, like a really great run. Like it's not like anything against SeeingShade. It's just like you're playing against the most winning player in Brawlhalla history, like somebody who's you know, been here before and is in these positions for a reason. Recently picked up by LG as well. So shout out to Sandstorm, who looks to be playing some Loki right now, which is exciting to see, to say the least.
Interesting. Okay, and I'm getting word in that this 193rd placement that we see from SeeingShade must have been a DQ, and so to say that had he continued playing that tournament, probably would have placed similarly to some of these other placements. You got a 5th, 49th, 97th, 25th, etc. But we are going to be having a Scythe Ditto here, which should be fun. We'll see how he's able to go up against the Storm, though, right? I mean, yeah. I don't have any idea what the Sandstorm Loki can do, but I already think Sandstorm can be a bit of a tricky player to have defense against in kind of like his punish game, and a character like Loki is only going to exacerbate that. So let's see how this goes.
Yeah, for sure. And to just put it into some context here, Sandstorm has won more tournaments than SeeingShade has entered. So, I mean, there's definitely like an experience thing as well, where Sandstorm is going to be looking very, very solid here. If I'm SeeingShade, you know, nervousness might set in a little bit, but we'll see how this goes as Sandstorm. Starting off with the Katars in a big way. Mind you, Sandstorm's taking the strength stance, but that still gives 7 dexterity to Loki. So really, really fast, high dex legend. Kind of like the hidden secret of Brawlhalla meta is like high dex legends are actually very, very strong, as Sandstorm is just putting on a clinic right now on the Katars. No scythe needed. Side air not connecting there. SeeingShade trying to flip it with an arm down air, but nothing too crazy. SeeingShade gets a weapon again.
Okay, yeah, Sandstorm. Ooh, that's the... I have to remember. Yeah, that played Loki in a minute. But yeah, just pops him right off the top. I mean, that I think is one of Loki's best signatures, right? I mean, just being able to anti-air like that is so powerful. And here we go, the GOAT Storm yet again getting one of those longer sequences there. Gets the down sig there as well, throwing out that little boom as he teleports through. And there we go. SeeingShade is able to respond with a side load to the recovery to go ahead and bring things back. But look at how much damage he's taken up here. Let's see if the Mordex can cook on the second stop.
Okay, immediate weapon pickup into the side sig, going for the down sig there. Have to be very careful. Nice awareness from SeeingShade, kind of leaning into those reactions there. Going for that signature Sandstorm, leading into the Loki playstyle you see on ranked. Nice wait on the dodge. DC down like the other way into recovery, closing out that stock, and Sandstorm with a stock lead once again.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. What was the last time I saw the Sandstorm Katars, dude? like that's weird for me to say, but it makes sense, right? He's been playing string weapons pretty much the entire time. Been playing Brawlhalla, played Battle Boots, played Scythe, played Gauntlets. It makes sense that he has, these Katars, but it's just weird.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sandstorm now just putting on a show of how to keep someone scared in the corner. SeeingShade having to fight off with that side air there. Gets hit with the sidelight into the recovery, though. Can't jump out of that, and Sandstorm will be losing the stock. And SeeingShade evening it up here. Not so simple now for Sandstorm.
Oh wait, I do remember. It was actually his 2 defense Daryl, I think, was the last time that I remember seeing him play Katars. Yeah, so
I love some 2 defense Daryl myself. That's a classic for sure.
Let's see if we can be able to get the dub here. SeeingShade is forcing the goat into the corner. He responds. Great weight as well. The weapon throw to try to bait or hit the jump, but SeeingShade doesn't give it to him. Potential punish. Can't get the D-Light on the gravity cancel side sig there. He's needing to find this weapon. I don't think he'll be able to do it unarmed. The goat waits. He's trying to tech chase him with these jumps into gravity cancels. What a hit from SeeingShade. Gets over the sig as well. Trying to get more. He can't get a weapon. Sandstorm is starving him, but SeeingShade is still fighting.
Sandstorm, I think, one of the best players in the world at getting the weapon starves and snowballing the weapon starve into those winning situations, landing in the corner, getting hit with the sidelight into the side air on Sandstorm. And yeah, this is something that we've seen Sandstorm employ versus a lot of great players. For example, Sandstorm versus Guichibu from last year when Sandstorm beat Guichibu, it was off the back of weapon-starving Guichibu. And this is something that Sandstorm brings to the table, that old-school style of, if you can't pick up a weapon, you can't really beat me. Sandstorm showing it there, sidelight into side air to close out that game, and a 1-0 lead right now, but still pretty close, all things considered. SeeingShade showing signs of life. Of course, forcing last stock is nothing to scoff at.
Let's see if SeeingShade is able to respond here. I mean, I think SeeingShade kind of went into this with a bit of confidence, which I believe you should have, right? These days, getting a win on Sandstorm kind of means a lot. If you're able to do it, everyone just immediately starts putting a lot of eyes on you. Right? So, hold on, this player can really do something. And SeeingShade clearly good enough to be able to make it happen. I mean, that last game that we saw was by no means a blowout. And SeeingShade gets a nice read here as well, and the side sig to go ahead and secure that knockout extremely early. And I'm sure that to wake up Sandstorm a little bit here. These new Mordexes in North America, they don't play, man.
He did the Sandstorm to Sandstorm, bro. That's crazy. I mean, you have to be so careful, especially now that all the Mordex players have just got that technology on lock. Sandstorm unable to avoid that string, and now Seeing is kind of running away with the game. Seeing this lead, saying, I can take this game off of it. Sandstorm, nice signature there. Going to send the other way, though. Not enough to KO. GC Enlight to cover the low platform, but the side stick will close out that stock, and Sandstorm equalizing relatively early here.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, no, I like the way that Sandstorm was able to clap back there, right? Was able to kind of, despite the early stock loss, was able to respond. We're seeing SeeingShade trying to get back. Sandstorm aggressive off stage, gets the sig, sends him backwards, and he's just barely not able to touch the corner of Western Air Temple there. That was immaculate spacing from Sandstorm. Sometimes you just got to give it up.
Yeah, when the difference between that signature and something like a turnaround nair on Scythe is the fact that it has so much more force. You don't really have to tap anything in. It just kind of KOs you, especially when you reach some resources there. SeeingShade now with some Gauntlet. Sandstorm without a weapon. Kind of struggling here. This is an opportunity for SeeingShade to get back in this game. Catching the dash to center stage with the nair and still continuing the pressure. Sandstorm stuck in the corner. Nice anti-air end light there, but no big string afterwards.
Oh, almost got hit by that. Honestly, Sandstorm had the read there, but SeeingShade just narrowly has enough iframes to get through. Tries to get the sidelight recovery. It's not going to be enough. Gets hit by the weapon throw. I can't believe that sidelight didn't catch Sandstorm's dodge, but now SeeingShade is going to have to find another opportunity to secure this knockout. Maybe a gravity cancel D-light. Gets the sidelight there on the dodge as well, so the recovery is guaranteed. And now SeeingShade bringing things back to even yet again. It's a similar situation like the last game we saw, but SeeingShade wasn't able to secure the victory.
Oh, I like these gauntlets. I think this is a big opportunity for SeeingShade now, getting a nice string there. Sandstorm fighting right back. Sidelight into downlight for some damage. No follow-up on the dodge, though, and SeeingShade getting right back into the action. Nice dash up, turnaround nair. Going for the double recovery. Exhausted, not enough horizontal to find that connection, but Sandstorm now getting caught high on the wall with a side air. Can SeeingShade tap it in? No, he can't. The down air misses unarmed, and Sandstorm now with another opportunity to fight back on the stage.
Let's see how Sandstorm's able to get the KO here because Loki doesn't hit particularly hard. And the Sig again is not going to be enough. Sends him up this time with the active input. We're going to figure out what the world is going to be. Tries to get him yet again. There's the setup. It's not enough. Sandstorm struggling to find the KOs. And guess what? SeeingShade is not. Just does the easy gauntlet recovery to secure the knockout. And that's a little bit of the difference between the weapons there, right? I mean, Scythe, historically, a weapon where if you're going to get knockouts, you usually need a read or a strong hit of the signature. Loki, not known for having the most potent SIGs force-wise, right? And so you see Sandstorm fishing for setup, fishing for setup, fishing for setup. Meanwhile, on the other end, SeeingShade is like, what if I just did a gauntlet recovery, bro? Keep it simple.
Yeah, keep it nice and simple for sure. And that is kind of the thing that you're afforded on Mordex, where besides the recovery on gauntlets, like everything else is very situational and circumstantial. It's kind of like, can I get this hit? Do I have to like set up into it, especially on the Scythe? But with that move, you're able to just say, you know, I have a consistent option. I just need to find a position where I hit it for sure. Sandstorm not afforded the same thing. I think Qatar recovery definitely much more situational than that gauntlets one for sure.
Yeah, now you kind of have this moment where it's like, all right, I think Western Air Temple kind of played a bit of a part in SeeingShade taking that game too, right? Just the different blast zones, making it a little bit more difficult for Sandstorm to secure some of those knockouts. We saw some SIGs hitting upward, but not quite KOing off the top on stage like Small World End. Might not be as much of an issue. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Demon Island later. Oh my gosh, bro is cooking you with this.
I mean, all things considered, Sandstorm fighting a lot of these signatures, and okay, there, SeeingShade, seeing right through that Sig, avoiding that one perfectly. Side light there. Sandstorm, one more hit. Here, can he find it? No, he can't. SeeingShade, nice movement, but the end light into side air will be a nice and easy way for Sandstorm to close out that stock.
Okay, let's see. Double neutral airs coming out from SeeingShade, trying to keep a Sandstorm in the sky. Tries to hit him with another recovery because Sandstorm didn't have a dodge. Sandstorm recognized that and was able to stuff it with the down air. And that's how we have a little bit of this reversal here, going for the kind of the tech chase as well with that spot dodge there, but nothing for SeeingShade.
Yeah, that's the classic reversal in Scythe versus Gauntlets, dodging down and in, getting a recovery to punish their missed recovery. And triple exclamation point, SeeingShade realizing Sandstorm has to go vertical there to avoid falling off the wall, and gets the downlight appropriately. Now picking up some gauntlets here, just needs to tap in this KO. You just need something, and like doesn't hit off the weapon toss. Sandstorm picking up another position that's so strong here. A side light setting SeeingShade off stage once again, and really swinging for the fences with these recoveries. But Sandstorm finally getting caught by one there.
Yeah, I feel like SeeingShade kind of brute forcing it there at the end with that last gauntlet recovery. Sandstorm kind of recognizing there's only really certain moves he has to look out for at that damage range there that lead to a knockout. And just look at that patience.
Interesting for Sandstorm to go for
right?
Nair. Yeah. Maybe he didn't believe in the spacing of it, so wanted to go for something with a little bit more forgiving of a hitbox. Questionable if that is going to cost him, though, as Seeing has another opportunity to get back on the stage. Another Sig, another miss on the Loki for Sandstorm. Oh, that's a side air there, I think, maybe, too. Some slight positioning drops from Sandstorm so far.
Yeah, at this point, one D-Light will be able to do it. Side air will probably also get the KO as well. Tries to go for the end light into the recovery. It's not going to work.
Oh,
there it is.
Almost. That was really close. He read the dodge, but pulled the trigger a little bit too early on that recovery. I think that might KO that high. Like this stage has a relatively small upper blast zone, so you have to be very careful in those spots. But Sandstorm now weapon starving SeeingShade, putting the onus on him, puts him back on stage. I'm not done with you yet. Some nice extra damage. SeeingShade flips it with an unarmed side light. Sandstorm fighting right back into the Sig though.
Okay, and this is looking bad for SeeingShade here.
Okay.
Do we get the stock? Nope.
That's a big drop there. Sandstorm forcing SeeingShade off stage once again. Goes for the down air. SeeingShade realizing jumps underneath the side air. That would have been the end of the game there.
Huge chase from Sandstorm here. Tries to get a dash in with the side light. It's not going to work. SeeingShade with the weapon throw, trying to buy himself some space to get back down to the ground. Is able to get things back to even stock count with a gauntlet neutral light here. He's going to lean into the Scythe here for the final stock. He had the option of either. He said, I think the Scythe is the one, and this might be why. He gets a three-piece there and is trying to cook on more.
Oh, Sandstorm putting himself really scarily off stage, but seeing
no ground pound?
Storm spilling too much blood in the water, maybe going super deep off stage, gets hit with two down airs. Sandstorm respecting it. They trade there. I think both of them side lighting there. Down air sends off stage once again, trying to scoop the wall here. Sandstorm knows just one hit separates both of these players now.
see. SeeingShade needs a weapon here. He's trying to get those gauntlets, I guess. Oh, doesn't get the hit with the nair, and doesn't get the weapon, and it cost him the game, right? Like, he went for the punish instead of the weapon spawn, didn't get the weapon spawn, and missed the punish. And Sandstorm says, well, if you're going to give me this opportunity, I'm going to take it, and secures game number 3.
Yeah, that was very, very scary for a minute there. Sandstorm felt like going for a little bit too much in certain situations, maybe overcomplicating some of these more simple conversions. I understand the appeal of wanting to go for the thing that will for sure KO, but there's a lot of safer options there. It's scary versus SeeingShade. SeeingShade already showing their ability to take stocks really early, get those really potent edge guards, and if I'm SeeingShade, I'm not too mad about that previous result. I'm definitely, having hopes to force this game 5 right now.
Getting a juggle here. It's not quite going to work. Sandstorm tries to get a down air into the end light. Not going to get that conversion either.
Ooh, I like the defense from SeeingShade there. Immediate dodge into the immediate down air, realizing Sandstorm would end up below. That's a big stick connection. That was weird, though. It like hit the stage, so it didn't send as far off stage as Sandstorm maybe wanted. Going for the signature off the GC. It definitely has a lot more horizontal than that recovery on the Scythe, and yeah, just more signatures. Sandstorm leaning into the reason you play Loki for these really disjointed signatures that are very tricky to dodge.
Yeah, let's see how he gets back to the stage here, though. SeeingShade tries to read, I guess, a little bit more high of a recovery, going with the dash side light. Sandstorm doesn't give it to him. Comes with the dash. Nice. Side light, D-light, recovery to go ahead and secure that knockout. And now Sandstorm back onto the Scythe that he's made his name for himself with.
Like there, Sandstorm forcing SeeingShade in a very bad spot right now. Has to eat all the damage, realizing if you dodge early there, something more fatal can definitely come and hit you. Going very deep for that down air, and Sandstorm trying to flip with a GC N-Sig. SeeingShade sees right through that one, though. Gets the punish with the down air as well.
Let's see Sandstorm dashing down here. Like the nair as well. Okay. 2 nairs. Such an annoying, pesky move to deal with. Wow, and the chase dodge aggressively sideways to the left, then down to make sure he can get that side air. And I don't think SeeingShade was quite ready for that one. Sandstorm now 1 stock away from winning this set.
Okay, SeeingShade not going to make it so easy. Going for the ground pound there. Sandstorm realizing, dodging away even. So much respect on SeeingShade's gauntlets off stage. Side light, down light. Waits for the dodge, gets the dodge. End light into a wait GC down light. SeeingShade punishes accordingly. Sandstorm cooking on the guitar so far, but hasn't been anything too crazy in terms of like 0 to KOs, but still so much damage.
Let's see. Tries to get the D-light here. Goes with the dash in, yes. Little half pipe action. And at this point, Sandstorm's done all the damage. Disarm SeeingShade, and that's the classic. And that's going to be the match. Sandstorm securing that victory 3-1 over SeeingShade. And that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. He does it yet again, but that's just kind of what it has to be, right? I mean, not surprising, I think, but also I think SeeingShade had a really decent shot at taking out the GOAT, right? Like, I think they're definitely, that wasn't a blowout. I mean, 3-1, sure, but like, I think different day could have been a SeeingShade W. Truth be told.
Yeah, for sure. And this is coming from 2 commentators that really haven't seen much of SeeingShade and immediately showing like, wait a minute, this player might have what it takes. And it's fortunately not over. This was only round 1 of the winner side in top 32, so it looks like SeeingShade will be falling into the elimination side of the bracket to play versus Anonymous Alex, the winner of that, playing Bunny. These matches are crazy right now. Meg D was able to take it over Rutsme in 3-0 fashion. The elimination side's crazy. If you want to follow along at home, exclamation point bracket, we're going to be covering as many matches as we can on the side stream, but there's a lot of crazy matches going on right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I gotta go ahead and take a peek at this bracket just for a second, because I'm like, oh yeah, we still got Raydish from Java. Oh man, that's gonna be a bit of a wild one for sure. But you guys can go ahead and take a look at the bracket with me. I mean, PJ already gave y'all the command. We'll be back in just a little bit with more North America singles action for the Winter Championship, and we will figure out the answer to the question, does the curse continue? Because I still don't think Sandstorm has that one. So stay tuned. We'll be back in just a moment. And we are back with more of the Winter Championship Singles Edition for North America. I'm Flambeau, joined by PJ, and we're going to hop right into the action here. We just saw two amazing sets. We got to see Marckiemoo kind of take a dash there a little bit earlier on against Access, and then we also got to see SeeingShade versus Sandstorm. But now we got a new match coming up. PJ, what we got?
We got Raydish versus Java, which is a very crazy match. This is a match that I believe was for grand finals of a trial last year in the elimination side for 17th place. The winner of this playing Meg D. So a little bit of lore. Raydish, Java, Meg D are all part of a crew, a 3v3 crew that won a community tournament ran by Bearded Brawls last year. I think they're called Team Conquerors or something. And it was Raydish, Java, and Meg D. So they're all on each other's side of the bracket in the elimination side. So only one of the three players are going to be making it into top 8. Well, have a chance to make it into top 8 even. It's not even that simple. But we're going to be getting into game number 1. Raydish on the Red Raptor. And surprise, everybody, we got Java not on an Orb Legend, but in fact on the 7.
2, 1, brawl!
And this should be pretty fun. I mean, granted, right, you know, this is for 17th place, right? Elimination side of bracket, so this is going to be pretty rough. Just for both of these players, right? I mean, Team KO, never want to see that. But all things considered, I mean, Raydish has been so consistently one of the stronger players in the region. Java as well, and the 7 is pretty new to me.
Yeah, we saw Stingray pick up 7 in the beginning of the year last year, as 7 was the newest legend at the time. Crazy how fast for all the meta advances forward. But after the game, or after the tournament, Stingray dropped 7, and a lot of people thought that 7 would kind of fall to the wayside in the meta. But Java saying, I like Spear right now, maybe I don't like Orb so much, but I like these Cannon N6 from Java, and maybe he likes it too, because he's going for a lot of them, trying to anti-air the Orb, which is a very aerial playstyle. Raydish now finally coming into his own and getting the punishes here.
Okay, so, you know, trying to hold his own in the corner. Java is just kind of sitting there, biding some time, trying to find a way back onto center stage. Raydish kind of chasing a little bit with that Orb recovery. Raydish kind of a little bit more known historically to kind of be able to slow the game down. Java can as well, if the opponent's playing that way. The D-Light into the Nair is going to be enough. That's a tried and true knockout combo for the Cannon. And so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing from the 7.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to play a playstyle that's very passive and very tempo controlling, I think Cannon is an underrated option at doing that. Really great burst options to whiff punish, great juggle state with Nair, conversions off of downlight into Nair for KOs early. And of course, Spear is really good at also sending the pace of a match. So all things considered, maybe a sleeper pick for Java. Raydish trying to make sense of this situation right now. Java picks up another Cannon here.
Okay, and good movement from Raydish, weaving in and out of these hitboxes from Java, trying to buy time.
Covering not enough to KO. That's unfortunate for Raydish. Really struggling right now. GC downlight goes for the ground pound as well. Raydish with punishing side like side air to close out that stock.
Let's see, what is the answer going to be here? No recovery coming out from Raydish here, just kind of fishing for these nairs instead, saying the damage is too low, no reason to go ahead and burn that resource. There we go, gets the dodge and knows that recovery is going to be guaranteed. Swaps on over to the Orb, and Java just trying to get a weapon here as he spawn. He actually doesn't fast fall to the weapon there, and actually gives Raydish enough time to hit him before he actually gets a touch.
Yep, exactly. Down air from Java there, and Raydish kind of faltering in terms of the damage department. Java finally getting an N-Sig there. Why not go for another one? It kind of repositions you as well, which is great. So much harder for Raydish to find that a punish, especially on the battle boots. Like all you have is like Nair recovery, which are relatively risky options, very committal.
And you can see Java really a big fan of that down sig on the Cannon, that kind of rocket punch, if you will. Can spike and also sends up depending on which part of the hitbox you hit with. You hit with the fist, you get sent to the skies. You get hit by the exhaust coming out the back, you're going to get spiked to the depths. And Java here just trying to see if maybe he can get this W. I mean, Raydish, you know, so good at slowing things down, right? Like Orb gameplay in general can kind of do a really good job of leaning into that. And let's see, Java gets back. Raydish just want to go off stage. He keeps giving Java kind of free wall touches here. I think he should at least kind of fake out that he's going to do something, but so far nothing's going to work. Another side air, and Raydish is going to look for maybe one more side air, and then get the stock that way. And And
Okay.
like, not enough.
Not enough, especially not versus Cannon, which has some of the best recovery in the game. But there, that end like will be enough. And Raydish evening up the stock count here. Like we were kind of talking about, both of these players are some of the more passive players in Brawlhalla, so I don't expect the matches to go really quickly, and that's exactly what we're seeing now. They're playing very controlled right now, no big swings in momentum so far.
Yeah, and something that I think is really interesting about the way that Java kind of plays the 7 as well, we might see it again a little bit later, is that when he's recovering, he'll kind of do that cannon recovery in the other direction away from the stage just to get that height and not put himself in harm's way, and then cider back to the stage. I don't really see too many people actually doing that with cannon, but I think he's doing it so routinely here that it's at least something that I'm taking note of.
Nice dodge to the recovery. Java choosing to go high in a lot of situations, but not giving Raydish big punishes for that side air there. Java stuck off stage, getting another side air to get back onto stage. Raydish not really respecting the threat range. Kind of like, oh man, people are not going to like this comparison. Cannon side air is kind of like Raydish's side sig, where it's like a burst option where you have to be really careful about it. It's very horizontal, and Raydish not really respecting it as much as you really want to see. That's going to disarm those side air, sends off stage. Java getting caught by the recovery. That's going to be enough to do it. A slow and very tempo controlling match, and Raydish was able to take over the pace of the match. Java stuck off stage, and that was it.
Yeah, and you know, kind of like weird to perceive in some ways. I mean, you can even see in that last stock scenario, we're gonna get it on probably the next replay. No, it's gonna be the one after this. Yeah, the game-winning replay here. There's a moment where Java goes high, dodges away, right? He dodges to the left and then lands, and Raydish sees him burn the dodge and is already sharking for the recovery. Java could have survived there if he continued committing going to the right, but he dashes back into the left, and that's why Raydish is able to get him with that battle boost recovery there. Had Java just full sent to the right, he would have been able to avoid it, but then he would have been off stage and have to play the game a little bit there. So sometimes you also have to make a read on, do I think my opponent's going to drift this to the right or the left? And I think Java just happened to pick wrong in that scenario. But I mean, we've kind of said this a million times, right? This is going to be a long set. Whether it's a 3-0 or not, the clock is going to run.
Yeah. Raydish, majority of the time on the orb, but Java won 0 damage dealt, 0 damage taken on the spear. So 2% of the time on spear, and basically the only time that Java held onto spear was to throw it away to pick up a cannon. So it's very clear that Java is like, I'm leading fully into the cannon here. I'm going to try to beat out the orb and beat out the battle boots with the cannon. And it's finding some varying success, but when you play so heavily into one weapon, it can be a little too linear. But Java now, yeah, so he gets an end light there, which is more than the last game, but it's not much more as he immediately throws it away to pick up a cannon.
Okay, let's see. Nice little stuff there. Doesn't go for the ground pound, doesn't want to risk it. Raydish always generally pretty willing to reset to neutral, right? So if he gets his hit and he knows he's an advantage, he's not going to really go for the super risky play 9 times out of 10, because why force it, right? I'm already in a good spot. Let me take what I can get. You go to Vegas, you put a couple bucks down on the roulette table and you get it. You just count your earnings and leave.
Yeah, which is, it's crazy to think about that this is like a roulette matchup because they're playing very like, you know, controlled, but it's true. It's like you take what you can get, and you know, the house will always win eventually, so you have to know when to go, you know. Raydish with a side air there, sends Java off stage, looking to tap in this KO. GC and light, very safe option, but the unarmed recovery will punish Java trying to jump over it, and Raydish coming into his own in the second stock, showing a lot more control, saying, you know what, the gimmick was fun for one game, but it won't be much around for much longer, I should say. Looking very confident here.
Oh wow, getting the downward hitting spike of that downlight hitbox from Raydish, and still getting more, just winning out a little bit too much here in the neutral game against Java. Java gonna go for the weapon throw there, and that should be enough. No, Raydish gets his dodge back just in time, and yeah, it's starting to snowball away here. I just watched Raydish go for side light and light. I don't even think that was necessarily on purpose. I think he wanted to go for side light there, probably just kind of got a misinput, and everything's just kind of working out for Raydish right now.
Okay, setting off stage now, looking to get something there, going for the nair, didn't find it. Dodging through that side sit, good to see you. That nice nair from Raydish. That was a good reversal, but nothing too crazy. No dodge, realizing he just has to wait out the swings and gets the end light to close out that spot.
Okay. Java backing out here. Tries to go for the side light. That's not going to work. Light that'll work as well. We've seen Raydish go for these end sig reads quite a few times. It's not working. We saw the down sigs earlier, and those also weren't really finding the mark quite like that. I think Java is kind of guessing right here on whether or not to be aerial or grounded, and Raydish just kind of messing up. It's sort of 50-50 like scenarios.
Yeah, exactly. Next end right there. Going for the ground pound. Raydish gives the dodge in place, and Java steals the game away. Or not a dodge in place, a dodge in, I'm sorry. It's the most common option in Brawlhalla to get out of disadvantage. And Java reading that appropriately on Raydish. And a big string, no dodge. Getting sit down with weapon toss into the side air, no connection. Java turns on the engines here, gets some big damage, and now Java with the lead.
That was a crazy conversion Java just went for there. He really just tried to violate Raydish. Like, I don't know what he was cooking with that weapon throw at the end there, but Raydish somehow got out of that one. Oh, big opening. Oh, goes for the rocket punch. It's not going to work. And Raydish is able to capitalize and bring things back to even.
Okay, picks up a spear here, goes for the charge down stick to swap the stance as well as to...
Oof.
Oh, well, I guess just to stop this, swap this.
Throws it away? What was that weapon throw? What?
He doesn't even want to use it to hit him. He's just like, I don't want this in my hand. Got the classic. Okay, Raydish, battle boots online. Gonna get a maybe steal the game away here and get a 2-0 lead, but Java's not gonna make it easy. Downlight into not recovery. Man, I've been saying a lot of downlight recovery this weekend. Downlight into Nair to close out that stock for Java on. Crazy. I don't know what kind of possessed Java in the later stocks in stock 2 and 3, but he just started to go crazy on the cannon, and it was really important. He broke the mold, he forced the interactions, and got a lot for it.
Yeah, it's really interesting just because I feel like Java's playstyle has really changed a lot over the years, and I don't really know what to attribute that to. I mean, obviously, competitors will continue to learn and grow the more they play the game, but in my head, I never really thought of Java as necessarily a passive player in the past, and then kind of in more recent times, I feel like he's been able to take a little bit more of a back seat if he feels like the match is kind of calling for it, but I feel like his energy kind of lives there a little bit more now these days than it used to in the past. But back, especially when he hopped onto the scene with his Bodvar, and I think a lot of people may have forgotten that like, he was considered like a legend slayer, right? Taking out like big Cody Travis at the time. He did it with Bodvar, and his Bodvar was not camping. You know, he was up in people's grills, but perhaps just the nature of the game has changed now, and he finds more comfort in kind of dialing things back a little bit. But it makes me believe that he always has that ability to explode. And as I say that, Rage cooks him, so who knows?
I don't know what's going on, Flambo. Maybe we need to talk about how passive these players are more so that they start doing some crazy stuff, but Raydish is cooking right now on the orb. Maybe they just want it to go to game 5. Maybe they just want a good exhibition.
Nice.
But right now, Java, nice damage on the sphere, scary spot. Gets it with the downer. Goes for the nair there to extend the advantage state, but Java flips it with a recovery of his own, avoids the weapon toss, gets another recovery on that soft platform. Weapon toss into the pick up onto the cannon there. Nice turnaround off the chase odds with your connection. So it's no big deal, but that downlight nair will and Java evening up the stocks very quickly.
And there's something that like Java must know that I don't, because I'm like, has Java landed a down sig with that cannon yet?
I don't think so.
He's
Maybe
going
once
for
at,
it,
like,
right?
at, like 0 damage, like something like that.
Well, I'm like, Grant, he's not getting punched too hard for it, right? And that just kind of proves it's a good sig. Like, you can do it right there to bait out an attack, right? Like, baiting with it makes sense to me, but he's just, it's not hitting.
Maybe it's just Java, like, it's fun, so Java just does it a lot for fun, like joy. Possibly, I don't think it's good at a lot of these spots. You're just kind of throwing away time and stage positioning. You see Java now, the Raydish was able to land, gets an end light off of it, but hey! All right, you know what? I won't give any more benefit of the doubt because there it goes for Java. I don't know, it works. This is a confusing set, Flambo. I don't really know what to make of it. They said this to mess with us, you know?
And the other thing is, too, is that, like, now I think about it, like, obviously that rocket punch is going to leave you airborne, and the cannon has a lot of mobility that it can do from that spot. So, like, even if you're not hitting, you can just, like, side air out the way. You have some options, I suppose, but Java able to get the lead just barely, though. Raydish one side air away, and that's going to be the side air, and things are going to be tied up here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the game 5. I feel like a lot of sets between these two players end up going to game 5. I wonder how often they kind of blow each other out. I can probably even look that up. But like I feel like it's always close with these two.
I like how Java doesn't even try to hit Raydish with the weapon tosses on the spear. Like, Java's throwing it off stage away from Raydish, like, just to get it off the screen as quickly as possible. Like, it's crazy to me how little Java's interested in playing with the spear. The weapon that I thought Raydish would be landing on. I love that combo. Side light, down light, air into side air. Some nice damage there. Java with an air of his own. He some nice damage onto Raydish. Side light into the sig again.
The bait. It's good bait, dude. Raydish keeps trying to punish it. And then Java just dodges back and then punishes Raydish for trying to punish it.
Maybe it's like Raydish's side sig on orb. It's like you don't actually want to punish it. You just want to like get positioning, like get back to the stage. Java has to forfeit the ground, so maybe don't try to hit it, but try to position yourself to punish the aftermath of it.
Yeah, exactly. I think you gotta punish what happens next, not the move itself, or you gotta be like perfectly poised to do it. But here we go, an opportunity for Java. Maybe gonna pick up this weapon. It's gonna be a spear. He's gonna throw it away like he did the last time, or is he gonna use it? Looks like he's holding on at least for a little bit. Gets caught by the side light though. The Sayer's not gonna be enough. One more of those could be disaster though.
Try to be careful here, because of course you could get the GC down sig on the orb, which is very disjointed and horizontal. Side light side air should close out this game. Yes, it does. Raydish taking the game 3 stocks, about 4 minutes. So not the longest game they've played so far, but still relatively slow compared to the last one.
Yeah, this is an interesting match. I mean, it always is between these two. I took a moment to go ahead and take a peek kind of what the head-to-head was looking like, right? You know, we saw 11-13 was kind of the back and forth, but the games I think is even a better story, because prior to this set that's currently playing right now, what I have in front of me is that it is 46 games to 47 games in Raydish's favor, right? So that's a 1 game difference. That's when it comes down to the matches, it looks like Raydish has won 2 more sets, but when it comes to game count, this is about as even as it could possibly be. And that's probably why it always feels like it goes to game 5 with these guys, because it probably does.
Yeah, I have to agree. I definitely think this set will be going the distance. I just don't have a feeling that this is going to be a quick one for Raydish. I think Java like showed the ability to kind of come into their own, especially later on with Cannon. We see the damage distribution. The orb, 538 damage, 11 on battle, with 0 unarmed. 0 unarmed is crazy. That's very, very uncommon. You have to like sometimes it's like you don't want to always like unarmed is good in certain spots, but like it's like a desperation thing where you have to hit them with the unarmed sometimes. But Raydish, I guess not. You see Java once again, like he didn't even weapon toss at Raydish. He's like, I don't care. It's not. He's not even like making the illusion that he's gonna maybe use spear for something. He's like throwing it off stage and it's working. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't. What
it's like
is
disrespectful to spear.
Yeah, all the Wushang players out there, like, we only playing for the gauntlets, I guess, or something, right? Like, like how do you?
I just never see that. Like, even players like that love one weapon. Like, I think of like Marckiemoo back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like he would still throw the weapon at the opponent.
Somebody.
yeah. Like he would try to. Get
Hey, I like that.
Okay, weapon toss, side light, side air. That was clean. And right there with Java, it's going to be forced on that very sad spear. Maybe he'll just throw it away again. We'll see. He's going to use it this time. See? It works! Weapon toss into Nair. That's good damage for Java. Raydish getting the side air, though, nonetheless. Nice. Look at that. Disjoints.
Yeah, I was going to say, no, he gets the... Java is one of the best players, I think, at, like, using spear side air. I think Stingray is really good at this, too, where they're able to get the very topmost part of the side air hitbox, so that they're able to hit people in spots where normally you would think it's, like, the dead zone of the spear, but you just have to time it right.
Oh, down air. No, ground pound is crazy. Raydish only had one option to get to the wall there. And Java goes for the ground pound there. Raydish unable to make it back. Taking the stock back here. See what they'll decide to stay on. Gonna stay on the cannon. No surprise there.
Oh, nice bait out there from Raydish. Yeah, just punching the dodge. Might have been able to get more. Might have been able to get a side light D-light side air maybe. But regardless, still punishing Java so heavily. Gets another side air. One more in the corner. Should be able to do it here. And the end light's going to force yet again, right? But Raydish, once again, so comfortable rinsing and repeating the situation. Wow, he's still alive. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, nice. Realizing that Java only option is to down air there to get horizontal momentum because you don't have a dodge to go for a GC move. And the down air will close out that stock. Java, though, looking to take a stock instantly with that ground pound. Raydish realizing from game number 2's mistake, no longer dodging in versus Cannon, especially when Cannon's above you. You don't really want to give him the ground pound there.
see. Java taking his time.
Oh,
Tries to get the double recovery. Not going to be enough here. But trailing behind by so much, he needs to make something happen here. Raydish's name of the game is consistently, truth be told, he just consistently does the same thing over and over. Hit you off stage, I'm going to wait in center. All right. And he waited in center and then exploded on Java there. Tried to get the big fist, goes for it a second time, and gets the end light on the attempted punch from Java. Goes out a third because why not? He was unarmed. But now Java trying to get Raydish, but I think it's too late here, PJ. I'm pretty sure this is just Raydish's game to win.
Okay, wait a minute. Getting the sig there. Closing out that stock. Java with an opportunity. Keeps the cannon. No surprises there. Nothing new. No spear needed.
You got to cannon him really hard here.
Yeah, you gotta pull something out. But no, you won't find it. Raydish gets the side air off the whip punish, and Raydish moves forward 3-1 over Java. Java bowing out at 17th place. It's going to be an unfortunate placement for Java. This is, to remind everybody, this was a grand finals of a tournament last year. This isn't a matchup that you see often outside of top 8 in the winner side, let alone the elimination side of top 8, let alone before top 8 qualifiers. This is going to be one of Java's lowest placements, and it's just unfortunate that this is just what happens, that Raydish will move forward to play Meg D, which I believe we will be getting on stream later, maybe not, we'll see. But nonetheless, very interesting showing from Java to pick the 7 there.
Yeah, and the question is, do we felt that was, well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to figure out in my brain which set I think will run longer, but I guess we'll find out. Interesting set though, between Java and Raydish. Raydish getting another dub there, right? So that means that Raydish will now be 14 sets up to Java's 11. And he'll also be able to throw 3 on, so he's going to be up 50 games to Java's 47 now. And so making a little bit larger of a gap, but there's still some work to be done there.
Yeah, exactly. And all things considered, a good run from Java. Unfortunately, I mean, obviously not what Java wants to place, but it's tough. Like, you run into Raydish, the orb of master himself, 568 damage on that orb. Just absolutely ridiculous showing from Raydish's orb. Aside of the bracket, I think nobody wants to be on Raydish versus Meg D, the winner of that, playing Stingray to make it into top 8. So still a lot of matches going forward. But we will be moving on to our next match. We got Rise versus Zen to start us off here, the other side of the elimination bracket. Rise versus Zen, a matchup that I don't think I've watched before. Let me start pulling up some stats here. I know Rise and Zen. I mean, Zen obviously known for being one of the best 2 players in the world. Have never played each other before. PR 37 versus PR 57. So Zen is somebody that is really good at 2s, but we don't really see as big of peaks in the 1v1 placements. Still some top 8 placements and top 32s under the belt, but a $39,533 is going to be coming from a majority of the 2s placements versus Rise, who's on the rise, no pun intended. Recently 13th at Trial Freya, and somebody who plays a lot of community events and has been grinding for a really long time. So an opportunity to make a name for themselves and push their PR placement a little bit higher up. We'll see how this one goes.
Yeah, this one could be pretty fun. Always nice to see when this kind of stuff will roll out. But I mean, it's just like a Suri, Wushang, the classic legends that we see. I see an Amethyst on Zen, which, I mean, that's no surprise either. I mean, we've seen that Amethyst many a times. And then Rise, on the Ahsoka, which is just that Epicross, or rather that Star Wars collaboration skin.
Yep,
it's pretty good. Ahsoka. No, it's one of the favorites. I think almost everyone, like, for a while after she dropped, was using those double beam saber katars.
Yeah, it's definitely a classic for sure, especially with this color combination. But right now, both players waiting to get into this next game. Yeah, we're just kind of chilling out here. We are in the midst of top 32 for those of you that have just joined us. In the winner side of the bracket, Marckiemoo 3-1 over Stingray, Moneyhala up 1-0 versus the Balloon Boy, Seus, who upset Raydish versus Flower to make it into top 8, and then Sandstorm versus Breachaboot to make it into top 8. That's the winner side of the qualifying matches. Of course, that will be on the mainstream. But we have our match here, Rise versus Zen. The winner of this playing Snowy. This is just crazy the amount of names in the elimination side of this bracket right now. But the stages are getting banned out. Western Air Temple, Mos Eisley, Mishima Dojo, Small Terminus, and Miami Dome getting banned out for Zen. And now Rise will have the option between no platform, or Small Fortress of Lions. We're going to be going over to Demon Island for game number 1. And yeah, we're going to see some more Wushang and finally some Sword in North America. It seemed that everyone on Twitter was saying, hey, we're just seeing a lot of Sword right now. What's up with that? But we have only seen one Sword so far, and it's going to be Rise here.
2.
Yeah, that's wild, right? North America definitely not leaning into it as heavily as some of the other regions did. But now we're getting some Missouri. Let's see. All right. Demon Island's going to be the name of the game here. Starting off pretty strong here, actually. Zen kind of getting cooked up by this this guitar aggression, but it's going to try to maybe make some space here. I'm going to get the hit. Swapped off the Amethyst as well. I'm realizing now it's actually Wushang. Okay.
Yeah, I saw Zen play in a community event last year, and Zen was experimenting with a bunch of different Legends in ones, but in reality, I think we saw some Onyx. No, that was Experience. But nonetheless, Zen was experimenting and ended up on the Wushang. And a lot of very aggressive movements from Ahsoka so far, like really wanting to kind of go all out and get those KOs, get the recovery there. Rise taking the first stock here.
Weapon throw gets sent up, interrupts that conversion from Zen potentially. The sides is going to come out and secure that knockout as well. Not bad at all. As Zen's going to go ahead and grab these gauntlets. And we'll see what else he's cooking. Nice. Oh.
Okay, side air there. Down like into down air for Zen. Nice little open up with the gauntlets there. Gauntlet, one of the best gauntlet players in North America for sure at getting those very creative reads. Big side sit going off stage for Rise, avoiding it, getting a bit of a reversal himself. Nair there. And Light to try to call out the anti-airs and sends off stage, goes for the side air. Zen avoiding it, having to go very deep. I like that side air. It stalls him and goes down horizontal as well to avoid any more mix-up from Rise off stage. Zen, great defensive game off stage.
Okay, nice gravity cancel and Light coming out from Rise, but not going to be enough on its own. This is a pretty close match as far as close matches come here, though. Rise needs a weapon, goes for the gravity cancel and Sig off of the D-Light, the tried and true KO confirm that, like, it took a back seat for a little while, and then now people are kind of warmed up to using it again. It's definitely the strongest option you got there outside of, like, D-Light and the gravity cancel side Sig, but that one's a lot harder to set up.
Uh-oh. Zen going for a really deep signature there, getting reversal by that downer on guitars. It didn't KO though. So Zen definitely thinking his lucky stars there for sure. Recovery after trying to go for
What a trade.
a ground pound, going for a ground pound, getting hit by that recovery. It trades out. Zen wins it somehow. Zen back in this game.
Yeah, kind of after the first one traded, Zen made a bit of a point to make sure to move himself a little bit more to the left so that it didn't hit kind of the center, the eye of the storm, if you will, of that spear ground pound, and then was able to win out instead of getting a trade there. So just good knowledge of his hitboxes there to make sure that he didn't have an unfortunate situation. And now he has this opportunity to maybe bring the game back, but looks like that's not on the table as Rise is able to secure game number 1.
High Rise, or just Rise, looking very solid so far. You love to see that. Wait, I just realized that Ahsoka's getting on the podium cuts through the podium. Is that true for every podium? That's a lot of effort. I never saw that. Anyway, the replays now. You saw Zen, as you were talking about, the recovery drifting to the left as well to avoid that. But all things considered, High Rise, or sorry, I keep saying High Rise. That's the name in game. Rise, not leaning so much into the sword, I believe. I think we're seeing mostly guitars there. 56% of the time equipped on guitars, opposed to 23% on the sword. So all things considered, Rise looking very solid on the guitars.
Yeah, no, he's locked in, right? Like he's doing the thing. He's definitely kind of reminding us why the weapon is so good, right? We've been reminded by all the other regions. I'm like a little confused as to why we're not seeing more sword in North America, but in the same vein, I'm like glad we're like trying to do our own thing. And also, some people are just picking the characters they've always picked, right? Like the implications is that like the meta has not shifted so heavily that like you have to swap off. Raydish is still on that red Raptor. Marckie's still going to be on that Mordex regardless. But now in this game too, we're going to have Zen and Rise. Zen this time swapping off and instead going to the Rayman. So it looks like it's Gauntlet country all over again.
Okay. Love to see this from Zen, keeping the gauntlets, of course, but swapping over to something I would say a little bit more consistent at finding KOs in the axe. Very odd grip here on the axe for Zen.
I know.
Threw me for a loop. I was like, what is that? But nonetheless, it's going to be working out so far for the Dolphin. Down there, Rise, nice dodge through it. Gets the Light after, downlight and Decider. Sends Zen off stage, chase dodge forward into the recovery immediately. To position in a great spot. GC downlight into recovery. Rise getting the first GC downlight recovery on sword for the side stream today. So shout outs to Hi Rise. I wish I could give Steam achievements for stuff like that. That'd be a pretty cool collector's item. Down air there, setting off stage, going for the GC downlight. Gets reversal. Nice recovery from Zen to stop any trickery from happening. Trying to punish the side sig. Proving to be quite difficult for Rise so far. Another ground pound is crazy. Now Zen having an opportunity with the down sig there. I don't know what we're doing with that ground pound, but it works out for Zen.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take it there. Tight battle on the scoreboard right now. Zen trying to get a hit here. That sidelight's going to whiff. Rise with double sidelights now, forcing Zen to the corner. Goes for a Hail Mary ground pound to see if maybe we can get a quick one. Not going to work, but down there. Uh-oh, Zen just kind of like messing up a little bit and is going to lose the stock for it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we just saw Zen, I think, try to do maybe like a jump nair, but the jump input didn't register and just got way too low.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, going for the down air. Zen still somehow comes out on top with the double GC down sig, and Zen steals the stock away. Oh my goodness.
Let's see. Light coming out from Zen. That's not going to connect. We're getting kind of to that point where, you know, we need to figure out how locked in Zen is here, right? Rise won game one and was decently a pretty solid win there. Here also with the damage lead. Oh, and trying to rack up more damage from his guitars as well. Maybe that's exactly what Zen is looking for, but so far not looking too great. Rise gets to nair, forcing them to the corner, tries to get a sidelight there, gets stuffed out, but wow, another spot dodge on the sidelight as well. Hold on. Maybe Zen's gonna be able to steal this one away. Not quite. We're getting close to Light recovery territory now. Zen's gonna need to be careful. Oh, the sword. Oh, it's D-Light time. Oh, you can see him fishing for it too, right? He's just jumping, gravity canceling, and waiting. Seeing if Zen's nearby. If not, he doesn't do anything. If he is, he's gonna go for the D-Light.
Oh, that's the new sidelight buffs. It's a lot more active after the fact, and they're getting the down light into the recovery. That scooped very deep underneath as well. GC downlight recovery on the sword, the MVP of the weekend, I want to say. We've seen a lot of that. No matter what sword legend you're on, the downlight having that range is going to be very, very important. And a good showing from High Rise so far, taking it 2-0, or not taking it, but with a 2-0 lead right now over Zen.
Yeah, no, I mean, not feeling too confident going into game 3. I'd like it to be a little bit closer, but I don't know. It seems like Rise has been very consistently able to kind of bully Zen in these kind of last stock scenarios. Zen not looking nearly as hot in the 1v1 singles landscape, right? You know, known more so as a twos player, but still has had pretty decent peaks in singles historically. Today, I'm being led to believe it may not be one of those days. We have a swap over to the Tigress here, so we're going to have an Asuri mirror. And I don't know how this is going to go, to be honest, but I respect Zen for trying.
Here we go. Getting into our next match. We're getting another swap here. So we've lost all the weapons similar to Wu Shang, and now we're going to be seeing, like you were saying, a Asuri mirror here. We'll see if the sword can make it happen.
1, brawl.
Okay. Fortress of Lions are going to be the scenery for the potential last game of this set. And huge opening from Rise as well. Gets that recovery pretty early on at lower damage range. You can go for gravity cancel D-Light and get that true sometimes. And I think recognize that and tacking on some extra bits of damage. But, oh, Hold on, the Zenithsuri is not bad at all. So patience. Another down air as well. Rise is trying to get back onto the stage, kind of bait the platform and go overhead, but then has a kind of a faulty landing, and Zen's able to get a punch on that. Another one, and another. 3 perfectly executed scenarios from Zen to go ahead and slice up Rise and secure that first stock.
Yeah, apparently the counter pick definitely working out here for Zen, showing, hey, I can do it too, even on the Missouri. There, you see Zen playing into the guitars, and High-Rise just looking at anything really started here on this sword. Nice end light, gets the recovery as well, forcing Zen back off stage. Zen gets through and flips it though with an air of his own, and a very backwards hitbox of the down light. Some big damage there for Zen, who sent High-Rise in a really bad spot, but DC down sig from Rise is going to be able to close out that spot.
Okay, let's see end light from Zen. Forcing Rise into the corner. Rise and dash over. Nope, gets caught by the side air. Zen tries to end that stock a little early with the side sig there. That one's not going to connect. Down air as well. That one's not going to hit, but the side air into the wall might. And we're seeing like they're trading a little bit in the start, but now it's a complete lap from Zen. This one's looking like it's going to go to a game 4.
Okay, nice side light there, looking for the down light, end light into the nair, gets the side air as well. Some nice extra damage for Zen, who's looking to continue to put this lead on, going for a big DC signature. Getting an assist from Monkey there, but didn't get the hit. Okay, double side light. Big extension though, down light side air.
Okay, do something, dash up side light yet again, touch to the down sig, not patient enough. Rise able to get onto the stage, but still needs the stock gone from Zen, having a hard time just saying, this is over. Ah, man, this is tough. Maybe a side air on the side, that's not going to work either. End light, nice patience, but no response on the trigger. We're going to see a dealing recovery off of that or something.
Okay, high rise, little open up there. Side air sends off stage. Needs to close this one out. Can't get that stock there. The double unarmed recovery from Zen. The side air to close it out. And Zen maybe forcing a reverse 3-0 here, taking a game, not making it so simple.
Okay, yeah. Potentially 2 more of these left in the set. We'll see how far it goes here as we're loading or striking into game number 4. But it looks like the answer was allegedly doing an Asuri mirror match? I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I was saying we haven't seen a lot of sword in North America, but hey, I'm getting what I asked for, I suppose. We see, funny enough, actually a majority for both players on the guitars. 49% of the time for Rise and 61% of the time for Zen. You're seeing a lot more guitars in North America than you are seeing sword, even on legends like Asuri. So interesting to think about for sure.
Okay, let's see. They're loading into the next one. What is the answer going to be here from Rise? You've been kind of, I feel like that's a bit demotivating, to be honest. Like, you spend all your time working, practicing, getting far in bracket with this one character. You start beating someone who has like a pretty more established spot as far as the 10 years of Brawlhalla esports goes, and they're like, wait, maybe I can beat this guy. And then he swaps to your legend and beats you with it. You gotta have some part of you that's thinking like, man, am I carried? You know,
Am I cooked? But Rise saying, you know what? I'm gonna give it my all here. I'm gonna prove that you can't just swap to my legend. I picked the Suri first, man. Get off my style. But right now it looks like Zen is swinging back with the Qatar sider sends off stage. Rise, tough spot so far, losing in the damage department, but still nothing too crazy, especially for Qatar as a weapon that can find KOs relatively early, especially in those offstage situations. Sidelight there into the weapon toss. Zen calling out a lot of this movement out of the corner from Rise.
Okay. D-Light's not going to connect here. Rise manages to get that side air And that side air means you're going to be able to get a little bit of a lead here. How much can you extend that while you are in the red? Zen needs a weapon, needs to get that D-Light recovery or something. Instead, he's going to have some guitars here. So now we're looking for maybe D-Light recovery or N-Light recovery. And it's going to be a recovery into the wall. But because of that reduced knockback from making contact with collision, it's not going to have enough juice on its own to KO.
Big open up there. That's some nice extra credit, especially when you're such high in damage. Zen just needing really any hit to close out the stock. Finds it there with the N-Light. And yeah, Zen's still fighting back here, but High Rise knowing, hey, I had the stock lead. I got some nice extra damage, a nice little string there. But, you know, you can never count your chickens before they hatch, because Zen can easily take back the damage here with some guitar strings.
Come on now. You can lock it in there, get that down air, it's not going to be enough. Zen responds with the N-Light, goes into recovery as well, tries to go for the N-Sig. That's not going to connect. Trying to see if he can maybe get an inch here, gets that sidelight into the N-Light. That one might have been the true one into the buffs, you know, that gets that conversion a little bit easier now. Wow, and you can see Rise just really going for the recovery there, goes for 2, and then gets the D-Light recovery here. Just wants this knockout yesterday.
Thought it was a catch, but the Cider will catch that signature. Zen, very aggressive overshoot into the corner there.
Okay, is this it for this part of the bracket here for Zen? Is this what we call it quits? Because it looks like Rise is going to be able to get the job done here, at least so far. I mean, look at this conversion. Gets 4 hits here, a weapon throw as well. Zen just struggling to get back down, trying to make something happen here. But it doesn't seem like it's being enough. I mean, the sidelight, not going to work.
How did that hit? What?
I know, right? That was insane, right? Like
that should not have hit at all, but it somehow does. And High Rise is still fine with the GC down sig off stage. High Rise or Rise, I keep saying High Rise. Rise taking the game 3-1, 3-1, taking the set 3-1, moving forward into the bracket. Let's see. Next, Rise will be playing into Snowy, so a big upset for Rise there, all things considered, of course. I believe that's a disparity of 10 TR placements. Shout out to Rise taking it over Zen and moving forward in the bracket, winning the Asuri Mirror as we get to our next match. But before we do, here's some highlights here of the match. Nice GC sig to close that one out. We'll get some stats as well looking into this one. 100% accuracy on the signatures. Yeah, all things considered, definitely really cool to see the damage distribution. Obviously, a lot more guitars than sword there, but we have a very fun matchup coming up here. I know the graphics is kind of spoiling who we got next up, but we do have Bunny versus Anonymous Alex next up. Very, very exciting. Thank you, production, for that. Bunny going to be on the Rayman, Anonymous Alex on the Taros, and 2 players that are, I think, kind of in the same category of player where they're like constantly pushing for that upper echelon into top 8. Bunny, one of my favorite players in Brawlhalla, very, very fun to watch. She's been piloting the Rayman to some really, really great success. And Anonymous Alex leaning into the Taros since the beginning of last year, moving into it as well. I believe Anonymous Alex plays Ogrim, if I'm not mistaken, but definitely an Axe player at heart. Winner of this will be playing Balloon Boy. So this is a crazy side of the bracket. But yeah, how are you feeling about this matchup, Flambo?
This is going to be weird. I think you summarized it like pretty well. Like, these are both 2 players that kind of, like, as you were saying, kind of occupy a very similar niche. Bunny, you know, also one of my favorite players. I feel like she also has like that dog in her, right? Like, sometimes some of the conversions that I see her go for, some of the strats she goes for, her edge guards especially, can be really electrifying, and she has the capability to like really overrun her opponents. But I have also seen historically, if she goes up against someone who's like playing like particularly passive, I've seen her get impatient and kind of have that snowball into a loss for her. Luckily, I don't know that like Anonymous Alex is going to be one of those kinds of players to really make her deal with that, but it is just something to have on the mind.
See Anonymous Alex on the Taros drip, the new Taros drip, new year, new drip. Going to be excited to see how this one plays into effect. I feel like a lot of Brawlhalla comes down to the style. I love Bunny's podium. I know you guys can't see it, but it looks really great, trust me. Yeah, we're going to get into our first match here as both players are back in the lobby, and we're going to be striking right now to see what map we're going to see on game number 1.
Okay. The Rayman, number 1. Let's see it. Bunny, I mean, I can't like really think of the last time I saw Bunny like swap off of the Rayman, right? Like I feel like as far as I can really remember, it's been Rayman from the jump. But maybe I'm just not remembering proper. I just feel like
it's always been Rayman,
right? Like,
yeah, I think it's always been Rayman.
2,
For sure.
1, brawl.
Okay, but looks like we're starting off with game number 1.
Most nicely, Spaceport. Let's go.
Yeah,
When's the last time? We only saw this once, I believe, in EU yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So it's cool to see. But yeah, we're gonna start off with the axe versus the hammer.
let's see. Weapon throw, go for a stomp. That's not gonna work. Just bait the down sig here? No, just turn around down air there. And make it look spooky though, right? So Alex has to think about it. But right now, this axe from Bunny is absolutely cooking Alex. Alex gonna go low here maybe, and yeah, Bunny's just gonna wait on stage. He's threatening with his end lights, another end light, and might even go down there and just get it down air. Oh, bounce her head on the top, or rather the bottom of the stage. It doesn't really matter. Double weapon throw, and Anonymous Alex cannot make it back. What a commanding first stock from Bunny.
I really like to see this from her. She's somebody that obviously has like really insane gauntlet play, but seeing now Bunny kind of maturing into a player that uses the axe to equal success, very aggressively, very forward moving, but still really successful. It's cool to see her grow as a player here. Of course, we've been watching Bunny for a while now. Down air there from Anonymous Alex. They're going to get a double state going. Bunny not really reading right through it with that down air, picking up some gauntlets. Nope, another axe. Wow.
Wow.
GC and like dropping through the platform, you know how hard that is to do? That's so crazy. The timing on that is really, really strict, because if you do it too early, you end up on the platform again. If you do it too low, you end up dodging on the floor. So Bunny kind of showing off that movement, and clearly prepared to play on Mos Eisley Spaceport, a platform that's really low to the ground, kind of like when Western Air Temple platforms are low, something that can trip up players. Bunny showing I know how to use it, but it doesn't matter there. Anonymous Alex was able to close that back.
Oh. Alex kind of getting beat to a pulp right now. I mean, Bunny can go ahead and pick up this axe again. It's been pretty much strictly axe gameplay, right? I mean, Anonymous Alex also known, I mean, for primarily axe gameplay as well. Despite playing that Taros, the amount of hammer that you see is relatively low.
Okay, some unarmed play, downlight into the side air to get some damage. Scary spot to be in, has to avoid the ground pound. Avoids the recovery as well. Bunny, GC, and Light to get some stall off stage, and then the recovery. And Bunny takes the first stock there. Second stock off of Anonymous Alex, I should say. Now the gauntlet's in hand. Recovery, dodge from Anonymous Alex, has to avoid that. The weapon toss getting defended by Bunny right now. Anonymous Alex able to pick it up, but after getting hit by a side air for it.
Okay. D-light into the side light as well. Another side light conversion. Bunny tries to get a little bit wickety on the side of the stage there, but it's not going to work. One more side air. Well, at least put Anonymous Alex off stage, but definitely not going to be enough to KO yet. Anonymous Alex gets that end light, but the stage is so massive that it's going to take a little bit more.
Like a side air, for example. Getting the side air there on that soft platform. Problem with that soft platform, although it's a great way to get off the wall, once you're kind of committed to going for it, it's easy to shark it, especially with something like an axe.
Okay, side air again. Bunny's going off stage to chase. Tries to get another side air. It's not to connect, but gets one here on stage. And look at the pressure she's exhibiting simply by staying close to Anonymous Alex. Alex trying to regain center stage and maybe pressure a little bit with this distress from the axe. It's not going to work here. Double side air from Bunny is going to secure game number 1. Yeah,
all things considered, really, really solid showing. Specifically on the axe, which you love to see. Bunny, once again, somebody that's really consistently strong on the gauntlets, but this time saying, you know what, I can do it too on the axe, even versus a legend like Taros, which will definitely out damage the likes of Rayman in terms of the stat department. Still showing I can keep up the pace for sure.
Okay. Admittedly, didn't love that we went to Spaceport for game 1. Worked out phenomenally for Bunny.
3, 2,
but I don't know.
1,
I mean, we're going back here for game 2, and but part of me just has to wonder, like, why? All right, side light in the air coming out from Bunny. The weapon throw as well. Now we're just juggling weapons on the opponent effectively. Alex really can't get much on.
Okay. Double side light into the recovery. Look at this very, very just dominating match right now in the gauntlets for Bunny. exactly what you want to do versus Axe, kind of stack on top and get those whip punishes going. Bunny is like really like, don't run away from me. Like, I'll just keep stacking on top of you. Anonymous Alex finally getting to space. Bunny threw the weapon away in favor of an Axe, and now Anonymous Alex is definitely going to find a lead here with that recovery. Side sig off the soft platform, doesn't find a spot, but that signature will. Anonymous Alex taking the first stop.
Okay. What is the answer going to be here from Alex? I mean, you know, granted, has the first stock, tried to go for, I think, a down sig there, but got interrupted by Bunny. But how much further can you extend this lead? So far, not looking too bad, though. Got like almost half the stock there from Bunny. Bunny looking for something, maybe a recovery. Down sig, not going to work here, but forces Alex to go low and throws out another. Misses the punish there with the M light as well. Bunny just kind of whiffing a little bit.
Nice there. Nice little juggle state. Boom, side in. Nowhere near enough to KO, especially on most icy space port. Nice dodge there. I'd like the bait, but Anonymous Alex sink right through that one. Next gets picked up from Bunny, and then like separates them from an even stock count. Definitely not there though. Coast to coast, definitely a hard stage to find those KOs on. Down there, pops up. Yeah, recovery. Realizing there's no dodge because you GC, and that's a clean stock for Bunny. Not clean in terms of like how much damage you took for it, but it's a clean conversion.
Okay, side air coming out here from Bunny. Gonna connect with Anonymous Alex. Alex, though, not nearly as in the lead as we saw a little bit earlier before. Bunny's kind of striking back. Goes for the side, like turnaround end light as well. Anonymous Alex walks into a huge string opportunity from Bunny. And the upward weapon toss there, kind of forcing Alex to go low. And then Bunny just pummeling him to bits. What a huge conversion. And just like that, the damage has been equalized.
Okay, nice recovery from Anonymous Alex, giving yourself a little bit more time to pick up a weapon there.
Ooh, goes for side sig. That's not going to connect.
Oh, nice side air. Nice side air again from Bunny, but it's nowhere near enough to KO.
Wow.
Coast to coast, but the one off the wall will, and Bunny seizing control of the stock lead in this match now, looking to bring it to game 3 with a 2-0 favor. Okay, nice dodge to the unarmed recovery. That could have KO'd. Another dodge from Bunny, playing really smart around. As I say that, going for a very aggressive dash jump forward. Nair gets punished with a side air, not Anonymous Alex. Evening up the stock count. Obviously not ideal for Alex here, as Alex had quite a bit of a lead. But nonetheless, classic Axe stacked on top of each other, both swinging, both missing. Side air there. Boom, boom. Downlight, okay.
Yeah, the huge 3-string there. We used to see that one all the time as well. Such a fun one to go for when you get that jump Nair onto a platform, right? You just get that D-light without burning a gravity cancel. You may as well just go for it. They're whiffing on each other, but Alex finds the first hit.
Side air. Going for the soft platform there. Bunny realizing that's the easy option, so going for something else. Dash up, side sig to try to call a dash into the corner. Anonymous Alex, center stage demon right now. Downlight into down air. Ooh, can't go for that option.
Ooh. Bunny dodging in here. He's taking a lot of damage. Alex putting in a lot of pressure. Wow, that side air doesn't quite connect. Bunny's able to fall just below the lip of the stage in just enough time. Throws the weapon away.
I like that.
Alex throws it away too.
Ooh, okay, that's the Nair. Bunny will have an opportunity to pick up a weapon. It's an Axe. It's an immediate end light. It's not enough to KO, though. Unarmed recovery isn't either. Side air hits into the stage. Another side air comes out. Anonymous Alex swings back. The weapon toss. Bunny, can you make it back? Yes, you can! That's most icy spaceport difference. The wall is just so long. Avoids the end light. Bunny somehow still holding on. And the dash forward. End sig to close out the stock. Bunny is too clutch in those situations. Who here thought the side air would make it back to the wall? Because I didn't. I thought it was over. But somehow, most icy spaceport coming in and saving Bunny there. That was crazy.
Yeah, I think Bunny did in that sequence. I think she still had her recovery. But even then, it's still like, this stage is massive, dude. Like,
yeah.
It's taking so much for these stocks to fall, right? And I think that's part of the reason. But we're going back here for a third game.
Anonymous Alex, I feel like this is, if you're Alex, you kind of love stages like this where you live forever. Really big center stage that you can control. Okay. Goodbye, Millennium Falcon.
Oh, buddy.
We're moving right
Stutter
now.
step here, yeah. Being patient as well, right? You know, just kind of saying I can move a lot, but I'm not gonna throw out too many hitboxes. Alex also trying to kind of play the same game, and it's a bit of a game of chicken here. Alex wins out on that exchange, though. Wow. They are scrapping right now.
Ooh, nice side air. Super low as well. Anonymous Alex in a bad spot. Has to go for the high recovery. Downlight from Bunny to punish. Can you line up a side air? No, you cannot. Anonymous Alex picks up a hammer. Bunny tried a weapon toss to disrupt the weapon pickup and steal the weapon away, but this time Anonymous Alex comes out on top with a downlight into side air.
Okay, Bunny. How do you answer back here? Or is Anonymous Alex going to be able to make a large gap? That's too much to come back from. Bunny tries to get the silent recovery. It's not going to work. Tries to go down air into the end sig. That's not going to work either. He's going to go real low. Tries to get the side air. And I love this
Genius.
punish from Bunny, because the other option there is to try to go for the recovery. But as you can tell, Anonymous Alex is doing an axe recovery right above her. So if she tries the recovery at that point, she's actually just going to end up getting spiked by the under hit of the axe recovery. So she's able to not only avoid spiking herself, but also securing a knockout at the same time.
Really, really smart. And of course you get the chase dodge back afterwards, so you're able to make it back. Really, really clean stuff down there. This is tough for Anonymous Alex to get back into this one, especially when the juggle state is going in Bunny's favor so much here. Both of them naring at the same time. Side air sends off stage. Chase dodge forward, closing in that position. Anonymous Alex has to forfeit all that vertical to get back to the wall there. Down again.
Ooh, things are getting close here. The weapon throw from Alex. Not going to hit. Bunny gets the grab to cancel sidelight. Doesn't even convert into the nair. Whoa.
GC haymaker.
Ooh, the pump fake is not going to work.
Good weight. Oh, I thought we saw sidelight recovery there, but Bunny didn't pull the trigger this time, though. The side air will find its mark. Anonymous Alex in a terrible spot. Another time going underneath the recovery with the GC Ensig. Very risky versus Hammer, but there it works out.
Yeah, you know Anonymous Alex has to make the touch and say, you know what? I'll just punish from under. I was a little bit worried that it wouldn't have enough juice to KO, but Bunny, knowing the damage range for it to knock out, I guess.
Recovery, nair, send downwards, Anonymous Alex.
All right, Bunny, I mean, already has a lot of extra damage racked up here.
Going off stage, we're fighting unarmed. Bunny wants this game over.
She's feeling confident.
Oh. No way you make it back, right?
You don't have a dodge, yeah.
Yeah.
A little overzealous, I think.
Ooh, nice dodge backwards, avoiding that end light. Down light. Juggle starting. The range disparity is massive here because of the axe versus the gauntlets.
Yeah, I know.
Even more so now, yeah.
Just like biding his time here. He doesn't really want to approach. I understand you're down by so much.
GC down sig? What are we doing? That's crazy. No punish. Another GC, another down sig. No GC this time. Nair into side air. Anonymous Alex has to dodge and avoid. Bunny gets the downward hitbox of the recovery. Anonymous Alex still able to recover. Gets hit with the weapon toss. It doesn't KO though. Picks up a weapon. Now Bunny weapon disadvantage. The damage looking very good for Bunny though. Downlight into the ground pound. No way that's going to connect in that way.
Oh my god.
Recovery through the axe recovery. One hit that separates Bunny from moving forward in the elimination side. Anonymous Alex needs this stock to force game 4.
This is Terra, so he can definitely do it. One sig will surely be enough.
Whoa!
Bet it all.
That's it. Wow. Yeah, bet it all. You live and die by the sword there. You go for the signature. Bunny able to punish with a charged up side sig, and Bunny moves forward in the elimination bracket. This is a ridiculously early time for this matchup to happen, and I feel like I've said that a lot in North America, but this is crazy. This is for 17th as well, if I'm not mistaken. So, wow, really, really close. Close match, all things considered. But Bunny just showing kind of the control on most Icy. I feel like the stage definitely helped out Bunny in that spot.
Yeah, no, it's really, honestly, wonky set. As far as like how Bunny was able to secure these knockouts, right? Like 2 end sigs from like under the stage, and then a side sig on a down sig punish from Anonymous Alex.
Yeah, all things considered, a great showing from Bunny, and I think we got to see a lot of new technology from Bunny and some more maturity in terms of the axe play. And all things considered, I want to say, like, further showing how much of a threat Bunny can be in this bracket, especially in the elimination side, as Bunny now has a very tough match to make it into the loser or elimination side of top 8 versus Balloon Boy. Balloon Boy losing to Money Hala in the winner side in game 5 versus the Amugi. So now Bunny versus Balloon Boy, 2 fan favorites in North America, pitted up against each other in top 8 qualifiers. Crazy matches so far.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and then we also have
Money Hala in top 8.
Money Hall on top 8. I know the Great Sword players out there are all excited for that. Stingray versus Raydish as well is going to be happening. Raydish 3-1 over Meg D for the top 8 qualifying match. There's a lot of great matches lined up here, but Flambeau, I think that does it for us this weekend.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be it. Obviously, there's still more to watch, so you guys definitely make sure you tune into the mainstream on twitch.tv/Brawlhalla to figure out who's gonna be our Winter Championship champion. And of course, tune into the dev stream tomorrow. Might have some fun stuff there as well.
Maybe. And we are going to pass it off to our next pair of casters for the rest of the top 8 qualifiers in the elimination side. We got TK, we got Polly. Stay tuned. We got more North America Winter Championship singles action. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
What's up, Brawlhalla, and welcome back. You're watching the Winter Championship, and we are gonna pick it up right where we left off. My name is Paulie. I'm joined here by TK. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, We're about to get into some more of that action. As you said, we are, before we got on here, we are on the North American side now. So we got to see a lot of champions, a lot of regions, a lot more regions over this Winter Championship because of the fact that we've brought back SEA and Middle East. So very cool. But yeah, now we're going to go ahead and top this thing off with some North American gameplay, and I'm ready for it.
Yeah, and of course, the tournament has been running for a long time by now. We've had a lot of exciting upsets thus far, but things can still happen. We are going to be seeing the very last 4 rounds here in the elimination side, so we will be deciding the lower half of the top 8. In our first round, we're going to have Balloon Boy going up against Bunny, followed by Stingray going up against Raydish. We have Seus going up against Raid, and then we have a game where we actually don't have any of the players yet.
Yeah, it really depends on what shakes out here, and if we get some, some 3-0s probably. That's probably what's going to get us that 4th game. But regardless, there's always a bunch of Brawlhalla action still going, even when this stream goes down on regular Brawlhalla. So you go to twitch.tv/Brawlhalla as well if you're not already there, to watch what's going on the upper side of the bracket. So
yeah, and the game I'm honestly, one of the games I'm most excited about is the first one that we're gonna have. We're skipping right to the dessert here with Balloon Boy going up against Bunny. Of course, Balloon Boy making a serious mark in the competitive scene last year.
yeah, I just saw him actually tweeting the what is that thing, the hydrogen bomb versus the coffin baby, and he was talking about the great sword versus the blasters, and I was like, bro, the blasters players are suffering for like the last 4 years, and that's how they feel. I'm saying the last 2, but yeah, they definitely have been saying that blaster needs some buff for quite some time.
Yeah, but I mean, Balloon Boy has been relatively honest to them. Only time will tell if he's going to be on them for this matchup too. We are probably expecting Bunny to be on her, I'd like to call it the signature Rayman at this point. We saw it previously as well when she went up against Anonymous Alex. So either way, we're probably gonna have have a fun matchup here.
Yeah, just wait. Oh, here they are. They're in here. I was about to load up, man. I was like, nobody hops in. I might load up,
Yeah, we're currently waiting for the players to get locked in and ready and join the room here.
Oh yeah, there we go. Like showing off, like you come in here, you show off some skins for a little bit. That's always fun. Yeah, but yeah, I think once we get this thing going, I'm actually super excited too. Yeah, as we said though, Balloon Boy definitely kind of popped off on the scene relatively recently. Bunny, I feel like I've heard that name a little longer than Balloon Boys, but like I think Bunny has been like steadily going up in placements. I feel like a lot of the times I was watching her, it would be in like the 13th to 17th place, and then of last year I feel like there was a decent amount of like 9th to like 7th finishes and stuff for Bunny. So look, very good way to show that you can keep improving throughout this game regardless of how long you've been playing. But yeah, we're gonna see what Balloon Boy can bring to the table against this signature Rayman, as you called it.
Yeah, so taking a quick look, I believe Bunny has been playing in tournaments since 2019, with her first top 32 being in 2023 in the Spring Championship, followed by a 17th at BCX 2023. So it was actually, I mean, as you mentioned, been around for a long time, but as of lately, really had an exponential increase in their skill.
Yeah. All right, so the Devil Gen, aka the Zariel, will be coming out. So we're gonna see a lot of gauntlet action here between our 2 competitors. We have gauntlets on Rayman and gauntlets on Devil Gen, and then the axe and the bow, respectively. Now I am a big fan of the bow, but also I'm a big fan of Zariel just in general because the SIGs go crazy. So you're probably gonna expect to see quite a bit of SIGs here from Balloon Boy. Here on the other side of things, I think that Rayman has some pretty spammable SIGs as well too, or at least in certain situations.
Of course.
So
Yeah, of course.
Might just be seeing a lot of stakes
you
in
got
general.
the you got the axe down signature we saw previously on the stream. I don't think it was Bunny that hit it, but we saw the D-Sig into GC D-Sig to just completely delete a stock. So you definitely have some potential here for some shenanigans, but we'll see how much of that we'll be getting. We're loading into our first round here.
Yeah, on the Moss Isley, let's go ahead and get it. Pretty big stage blast zone wise. Pretty big stage even on the ground though, so a lot of space for you to be running. I think they this could lead into some neutral, or this could lead into some very crazy offstage gameplay. Ooh.
Yeah, from Bunny, of course, watching their game against Anonymous Alex, we saw that she her neutral is locked down today, but Balloon Boy able to break that neutral bubble with a GC neutral signature, and these gauntlets are on hand right now. I would be a little scared.
Yeah, Balloon Boy definitely needed to do something because, yeah, the combos are starting to rack up for Bunny. She's definitely been doing a great job putting some damage here on to Balloon Boy, who's slowly but surely bringing himself back into this game, though. Oh, okay. This is a big read right there. Big slam down off that new mistake. Okay. And look, that's what I'm saying. Look how much space. It's like a whole nother stage off the stage right now. That should be enough. Great weapon toss there from Balloon Boy to get that first stock.
Sticking to this bow right now. I feel like this stage is such like a throwback to the stages we used to have, you know, the like mammoth, small mammoth, just a massive platform, blast zone super far away, so it's definitely sticks out in the current map pool.
Yeah, I think they really wanted, back in the day, they really wanted you to feel like you really had to hit somebody super hard to get it past that blast zone, and that's why the blast zone is so big. But now, you know, we realize, you know, blast zone, some people need that advantage of having the smaller blast zones for sure. Some people like really huge stages, so yeah, I like the blast in the past here. However, it doesn't seem like that matters too much for Balloon Boy. He was like, yeah, I wasn't even around during that time, so this is what I know. Oh yeah, not gonna be able to make it. I like the idea though.
Yeah, pretty close. Still was able to rack up some damage onto Bunny here, who is down into orange. So as soon as they're able to get a weapon for themselves, but Bunny doing a good job of denying that, picks up that axe. Balloon Boy is gonna find that bow on hand, weapon throw to push Bunny further away. Looking for the edge guard right now. Lots of patience. Nair, very nice mix-up. Wait for Bunny to come to you.
Right, yeah, now one more Nair should be able to do it, I think, if we get in that same position, but or a little higher up. Well, this is a very good start. Oh, okay, the neutral light not going to be enough. Very good start here for Balloon Boy. I think that first stock was very into the hands of Bunny, but has not been able to really get much more damage after like that big explosive start. So this is Balloon Boy definitely kind of stopping the bleeding as quick as possible.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, just comparing the gameplay to the first stock, it feels like nothing has really changed other than the fact that Balloon Boy all of a sudden is finding so many stray hits. You look away for just a couple of seconds and he's racked up like another 80 damage onto Bunny.
Ooh. Okay. Here we go. Bunny's starting to get some hits in here, but it may not even matter. Oh, try for the big Punisher. And I do like Bunny's punish right there with the down stake as well.
Of course.
Make something happen off stage, or off stage, but yeah, not able to get it there.
The signatures that we were talking about, they're starting to come out, especially from Balloon Boy, looking for these neutral signatures. Getting caught by that Sair though. Bunny going for a big commitment, charges up the ground pound.
Oh my God.
Boy, amazing patience. It's not gonna find the stock, but it's gonna make sure that you live to see another day.
That was such a great recovery though from Balloon Boy, using all the options that we had, and then knowing I can get the chase dodge after and getting the game after an amazing recovery. Yeah, that's got to feel good. You definitely you definitely played that exactly like so super correct the entire way just to go ahead and get that recovery, and then now turn the game on to your favor and get one. Let's go.
Yeah, ice cold recovery back to the wall there, getting the chase dodge just from hitting a single Nair, and that's going to be a 2-stock here coming out from the first game for Balloon Boy. Wow.
All right. See what we get now as we go into our next game. Oh, I'm gonna keep it right back to the Moss Isley. So no ban on it, and I'm assuming Balloon Boy really liked how it went down here, so I'm gonna bring it back here one more time. Let's go.
Oh, Bunny starting things off strong with a read, make that a second pretty strong string. Balloon Boy is just unable to get over to this weapon right now. Bunny is doing an amazing job at just acting as an invisible wall that Balloon Boy can't pass. Down into orange here, as Balloon Boy is able to pick up that weapon. Bunny has to be careful here not to get overconfident. As soon as you do, I mean, I definitely have faith that Balloon Boy is able to find some strong strings himself. You see a little bit of a one started, not able to catch that dodge, but starting to chip away some damage here.
Oh. Movement. Okay. Gonna make it back to the wall, but Bunny, yeah, gonna recover that. Oh, there we go. Love to see that. I was gonna say, we're gonna recover that high recovery, and then immediately after seeing that the dodge is gone, yeah, that was gonna be it for Balloon Boy. Oh, trying to do some tricks now. What's going on here?
I'm waiting for the ground pound, but Bunny being a bit more patient than I would have been, going for the dare instead. Not gonna find its mark. Stuck on the wall right now as they're trying to get back up. Balloon Boy trying to bait it out with a ground pound. Bunny still able to get back, only to get thrown back down again by that Sair. Ground pound comes out. Balloon Boy isn't gonna commit for it though. Oh, he goes down. Oh, that's a commitment, but he's not able to find anything.
Yeah, and I mean, good idea right there from trying to trick it up and maybe get a neutral air instead of another ground pound or a down air there, but was not able to find the hit. Now big movement. Oh, Sands? Not enough.
Not enough. Not on this stage, baby. You're gonna need way more than that. Recovery, not going to send to the blast zone either. I mean, really, this kind of stage, I feel like whichever player is better at getting stocks early by gimping is really gonna have an advantage here. Balloon Boy was able to kind of make that happen last game, but this time around, I mean, we're looking at stocks taken deep into the red here, and Balloon Boy Bunny seems to thrive a little bit more in that environment.
Ooh.
How?
Okay,
How?
he's trying
What is
everything.
happening? Look at that HP.
Bunny is still alive in the deepest of reds right now. Still can't get this stock
Barbecue
off.
HP.
I mean, what is going on here? Okay, the weapon toss not gonna register. The side air unarmed not gonna register. We are struggling to find the stock off of Bunny right now. Finally gets it with a neutral light. Took mad long though. That is a lot of damage that he had to put on in. Took about 3 minutes to take that stock. Jeez.
Yeah. 2 minutes 30 seconds is how long Bunny was able to sustain that first stock, but Balloon Boy, it looks like he's compensating for the second one. Barely been hit at all, got hit by that one in air by now, but I mean, Bunny's been taking quite a beating here, down into orange. And light comes out, recovery isn't gonna find its mark. Bunny is able to throw Balloon Boy off stage though, and Balloon Boy does not have as many movement options off stage as Bunny does, it seems. Bunny has that 5-jump DLC pack enabled.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on for Bunny. Definitely got some type of underdog boost going on here. Oh, you lost first game, so we're gonna give you 3 extra jumps or something. So either way, it's still up to Balloon Boy.
Wow.
Oh wow. We might not get a chance. This is terrible. Yeah, that is going to be it. Bunny.
Oh, never mind.
No way.
Spoke too soon. Balloon Boy able to turn it around. If Balloon Boy gets the reversal here, this would be one of the craziest games I've watched this weekend. Double exclamation mark, able to get back up. Bunny hits it with the end light though.
I can't believe he's still alive. Like, I can't believe anybody is still alive after that play. But again, Bunny, knowing the extent of their resources, Balloon Boy has been pretty successful actually with that specific neutral sig over the ledge. So get it this time. Neutral sig is gonna work this time from the middle of the stage. Great angle, sending him out.
Yeah, works on the stage as well for Balloon Boy. Able to get Bunny down to their final stock, so we're at final stock for both here, as we have what I mentioned would be one of the potential for one of the most insane games if Balloon Boy is able to make this comeback happen. Bunny is so close though. End light isn't going to be enough. The next one is going to be it though. GC neutral signature. Yeah, that's a very nice option to close things off.
And I mean, very understandably so. Normally, you probably expect to see like a ground pound there or like a down air. So you saw that neutral air come out from Balloon Boy, maybe trying to thwart it, but can't neutral air while I'm under you. So that was a very good idea from Bunny to go ahead and cover all that space with that GC neutral heavy.
Yeah, but Bunny able to close that game out, and we are actually seeing a stage swap right now. Now, I'm unless we get like a crazy map pick, I don't really think that, you know, stage swaps are gonna have a massive difference. Thinking about the size of the last stage we're on, this is definitely, you're gonna feel the difference.
I mean, especially, I don't think we're going to see any of those stocks in the deep barbecue red.
Yeah,
for sure. But I think that's just something that you were trying to see. I think that just was a hard time there for Balloon Boy to find that first stock. They're kind of scrapping it up here at the first part of this third game. Nice. Okay, weapon toss as well. The weapon toss has been on point. I don't think, yeah.
Wow.
Bunny's edge guarding right now, going absolutely insane.
Going deep to the left to just commit over against Balloon Boy, who's unable to recover back onto the stage. Down into orange here, so has a wonderful opportunity to push a little bit of a lead here is what I would say. Balloon Boy doesn't literally shut down the stock at orange with a side signature.
Yeah, that was some true Devil Jin gameplay right there. Just walked up, got a mean side signature all the way at the edge too, so you know that was going to be okay. Bunny getting some good damage off the stage one more time.
Ground pound comes out, chipping some damage here, and man, oh man, if the first stock is a signal for anything, it's that these stocks are going to be a lot faster, as we mentioned, than the last game we just came from. These guys are bloodthirsty right now, especially whenever we're off stage.
Okay, check the movement for the down air. Oh, I mean, check the movement indeed, bro. I like that. Little shift back 1 second. Oop. Nice. Okay, it's not enough yet to push off the top of that blast zone. Bunny, again, playing very
nice
well.
mix
Just
up.
kind of like bait and punish.
Yeah. Bait and punish and the mix-ups ever so occasionally just to throw Balloon Boy off guard here have been working super well. Dare into recovery. The recovery isn't going to connect. Both of the players still quite low. Yeah, you see that neutral signature for the bait? Not going to work out though. Balloon Boy hits them with that signature. Ground pound to finish things off. And that is Balloon Boy yoinking this lead here. It all started with that side signature, taking Bunny down in like early orange. And now all of a sudden, Balloon Boy has a lead.
All right. That's how you do it, man. I know that Balloon Boy still has that lead, but it is very, very small now that Bunny was able to get that stock relatively quickly. Oh, wait. Okay, don't get edge guarded here. Balloon Boy making it back. No weapon in hand, though. Bunny going a little hard for that recovery. Light.
Making really good use of that soft platform, which gives you another dimension and another opportunity to recover back onto the stage. Bunny down into the orange now, though. Double exclamation mark. Make that triple. Able to find a recovery on the way back to the stage, though. We got synchronized sidelights going both directions. These guys are mirrored. Nair comes out. Oh, this could be it. That was messy.
Yeah, it was, and that is not going to be enough to push off. But, oh, there it is. Yeah, covering mad space. GC down sig. And that's exactly what it does, man. Like, it's almost like a better ground pound, really, is what you're looking at. So, I mean, even though the ground pound for the bow is actually pretty insane. Like, that one feels a little safer. You know, it's still so shooting out 3 arrows, but you're covering way more space. And it's very strong, yes.
It's so strong. I don't remember if this is still accurate, given that we have some new weapons in the game. I'm pretty sure it's the slowest ground pound in the game as well. If you think about it, it's so incredibly slow. So the down signature, I mean, the speed on that is like X10 compared to your ground pound.
Yeah. Do you mean like the fall height or the fall speed?
Yeah,
of it, or do you mean like the
just the
actual
fall
animation?
speed. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, fall speed does take a little bit. So here we go though, into our third game, or fourth game now.
Immediately, Balloon Boy going ham on this bow, taking Bunny down to the light yellow, and Bunny is trying to retaliate there with the gauntlets offstage. You see Bunny really wants to set up that offstage encounter, just fishing for those stairs to knock Balloon Boy down there.
All right, we're trying our best to play some intense neutral here and not actually get that advantage kind of kicking for themselves. But finally, we're getting a little offstage gameplay, looking for that down sig one more time. Nobody home for it though.
Boy, able to find that side light. The second one isn't gonna connect. Bunny going for that inward dodge option. Balloon Boy definitely gonna try and register that and see if he can find a read later. Still.
Okay.
as you mentioned, such intense neutral. Balloon Boy able to find that GCD light recovery. We're 1 minute and 10 seconds into the game right now, and no stock has been dropped yet. Bunny able to even out the damage even more. Weapon throw to break the tension. The D-light recovery, that's going to be enough.
All right, took a little bit right there, but yeah, definitely find that stock. I think you said just a little bit over, yeah, about minute 30, minute 15 really to get that first stock. So take a little bit, but yeah, as I said, the neutral has been up tenfold in this potential last game, depending on if Balloon Boy is able to get it, and that's probably why the neutral is so intense. Nice from across the way. A little bit of a gravity cancel still. It's gonna hit through that stage, you know, and then end up getting it from all the way across the stage to get that first stop.
I mean, so far, I mean, as for slowing down the pace of the game a little bit, it looks like Balloon Boy is doing really, really good here. It seems like Bunny is in her element whenever she's able to force Balloon Boy into these offstage situations, which she just really isn't able to pull off whenever we have this slower paced neutral on the stage. Balloon Boy always going to be able to just fish out for these bow aerials, which are going to be fairly safe. Bunny, though, able to push Balloon Boy off stage. You see that Balloon Boy is not giving Bunny any kind of offstage space to play with. Always trying to get back as quickly as possible, going for the edge guards instead of trying to go for the games.
Okay, neutral light going to be pushed off of the stage here. I'm gonna say I really like the use of this down toss of the weapon to kind of like cover your space that you're trying to land. And the repick back up has been very pivotal to, I think, Balloon Boy being able to get back to neutral pretty often. Looking for a weapon toss there, not gonna get it this time around, but weapon's back in hand. Oh! Hit the recovery a little too far away.
Oh, able to find that nair. Oh, that's actually completely over. Bunny, no options left to touch that wall. Also, just interrupted a little bit of her momentum there with the axe nair as well. Oh no, I saw Balloon Boy catch that GC. Bunny able to get out of the combo though. That could have been dangerous. Neutral signature charged up. What is this gameplay right now, TK? These guys are going crazy.
I cannot tell you right now. That was absolutely insane. But good start here for Bunny to get some extra damage here on trying onto Balloon Boy. Trying to get the stock off as quick as possible, but kind of struggling now. Okay, big swing and a miss, but not a big miss right there from Balloon Boy as he finds the side sig in the down, a ground pound. He's still out here though. Hold on. Whoa.
Oh, it's the
that
angle.
Is the most unfortunate angle. Still, oh yeah, he's gone. Unfortunate angle to get hit by.
Wow. Hits the funny angle. Balloon Boy gets just super thrown away super far to the left, and now Bunny has a serious chance as Balloon Boy swaps over to this bow. Gonna have to try and find this knockout confirmed. Playing patiently, looking for his opening thread. Looking for that downlight. Bunny able to find the end light though. Throws him off stage. This could be massive. Weapon throw comes out. Nair to push Bunny further away. Swapping over to these gauntlets. And just like that, we're back to something that resembles calm.
Yeah, the down air. Not enough, but only because it was on the stage. That would have been a great angle to send at if we got that over the ledge. But Bunny is still in this for sure, but is really at that point now where anything's gonna do it. Getting chased down. What a chase down to get that side air. Oh my, just ran up on him. Was like, I know you're trying to use all your options to get away, but I still have more. Side air from all the way at the top, sitting at that 45-degree angle, and Bunny already ran out of resources. Big GG's.
Wow. It's like, all right, the reason why a lot of players, of course, create a lot of space and play very cautiously is because you have so many movement options, obviously, in the game, and it's just so much harder to actually try and punish their movement or just wait for your opponent to miss. Balloon Boy just able to completely lock down. Look here, waiting for this air, picking it up, just chasing Bunny into the air here. Recognizes that Bunny's going over to the left, finds that Sair. What an option.
Yeah, there was no way Bunny was going to be able to make that back too. So that was, yeah, very smart chase down right there from Balloon Boy. It's like, you're scared. I know you're scared. I can just keep jumping at you. You're going to keep jumping away until you're out of resources. Good damage spread between them. 651 now to the 452. And some really high accuracy on the side of Balloon Boy here. So if they did 77 attacks, 53%, that's actually that's crazy. Over 50% of your attacks hit. Gotta love that.
Really, really good. And that is going to be our first player in top 8 in the elimination side. That's going to be Balloon Boy advancing to top 8 with Bunny now being knocked out of the tournament 3-1 fashion. And we still have 3 more sets to go before we have our entire elimination side top 8 filled up.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into the other few sets though that we got coming up. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to talk some more about some Brawlhalla. Let me go see what we have though on the stream queue. It is going to be Stingray.
Oh, wow.
And Raydish. Oh, who has not changed his name yet. Stingray is definitely part of Paragon now. He's part of my team, so big shouts to Stingray. But looking at this, his start GG, he did not put that qualifier in front of his name yet.
I can hear the
way,
passive aggression in your voice. He did not put it in.
He did not. What's going on here, bro? But yeah, I'm excited to see some Stingray gameplay. I know that he's also one of the people who's been trying to. He tried some 7. I don't know if he's still on the 7 now. If he just went back to his tried and true. Orion? No, not Orion. The Orion.
Oh,
yes.
it's been Orion. It's been Orion as of recent. Yeah. Raydish, of course. The most successful Red Raptor player in I would say almost at this point almost the most successful both Boots and the Orb player. Boots only really being only really on the same level as like one SA player and Sandstorm. But yeah, Raydish, PR #1, repping the level 100 Petra, which they played back in the days, and as of more recent, the Red Raptor. I have so much trauma of casting Raydish already on this Red Raptor. I can't wait to get more.
Oh, wait. No, I had to go look. He does have Paragon in front of his name. It just doesn't show up like the way you guys have your crews. You say like probably 2 Raydish, but that's part of your name. So he does have his signifier. You know what? I'll take it back. You're good in my book, Stingray. You're good in my book.
Now, the main thing I'm super excited about for Raydish, of course, I'm a massive fan of Stingray too, but I just have to mention this first. Raydish has been really just turning up the pace of his gameplay in general. Like, whenever Raydish plays aggressive on the Red Raptor, it is some of the most fun gameplay to watch as of right now, in my opinion. So we'll see what kind of Raydish we have today. I mean, one thing is for certain, Stingray is filling in his flow state, getting Raydish down into orange here the first 13 seconds of the match, and he's still going.
And a lot of that was unarmed too, bro. He actually just went in swinging and said, I do not care. So now he's got the lance in hand to try to go ahead and finish the thing off as quick as possible. And with the amount of damage he's already been able to put on, it is looking more likely. But as you say, you know, once Raydish gets into the flow state, things get a lot scary, a lot more scarier in this game as well. Got the boots on. Let's see what he can do with them. Oh, okay.
Oh, not able to close out that confirmation coming out from Stingray. And yeah, I mean, as we mentioned at the start, Raydish, whenever he's aggro, very, very scary. Let's not also forget Raydish, whenever he plays slower, just as scary, pretty much. So if Stingray keeps playing this fast-paced game, Raydish might try and become a little bit of a... We could see a unstoppable force versus immovable object here.
Very possible indeed, but right now, this unmovable object is still in this first stock. We got to see if the unstoppable force can make something happen about it. We are at a point where I definitely think we can threaten with a Sting. I was just off the, you know, my man hit the Tokyo drift off of the platform to go ahead and get that that side stick to hit. Love it.
Sticking to the orb here, trying to catch the landing. We'll be able to do so with a neutral light. D-light to catch him too. GC side light. I like the idea coming out from Raydish, but Stingray using the appropriate option to escape out of that. And now he is the one defending the stage. Goes for that neutral signature, cooking a little bit too hard there. Can't lie.
Uh-oh. Okay, little diversionary tactics right there with that weapon toss. Ends up getting himself a down air and another weapon. Oh, yeah, caught the dodge in. Where you going? Down light. And you thought I was going to maybe jump up with like a neutral or something. Nope. Just going to go ahead and get that hard read. Neutral sig. And now we are 1 stock away from taking this first game. Stingray looking good.
You know, a read is good whenever it's used just as much in like top 32 as it is in gold elo, right? The lands D-light into neutral signature. Raydish able to pick up the side light Sair, and that is going to be 1 stock to 1 stock even here. As Raydish has this weapon advantage though, he's not able to make much of it. Stingray able to find a quick D-light combo as he picks up this lance.
Oh. Okay, movement. Dancing real quick, but okay, he's got to find himself another solid hit here. Speaking of, okay, that was a couple solid hits there, but not enough to really move the goalpost of pushing you off that stage just yet. They're going back and forth with it. We love it. Double recovery.
Right.
Uh-oh. It's here.
Neutral.
Showing up.
Yeah. Yeah. This is it right here. Raydish able to find the D-Light to break the tension. Stingray has the ground. Raydish is able to reclaim stage control. Stingray finds the sideline, but no follow-up. Seus is going to go unanswered to D-Light. The damage is racking up.
My.
Massive hitbox thrown out by Raydish is going to be rewarded. Not enough to get a knockout, but we're getting there.
What a call out too, though. Knowing you're going to go for like an air dodge over his head, immediately dropping the neutral sig, and that is going to be enough. Raydish slowly but surely bring himself back into that game. And yeah, I think that call out probably that definitely rattled some feathers right there from Stingray getting hit by that neutral sig. And then yeah, after that, I feel like Raydish was just right back in the driver's seat, able to close it down as quick as possible. Good stuff to Raydish. Let's see where we end up going next. We still have Small Fortress Alliance open. Also, well, 3 of the more common stages are still open, so we can go anywhere. It looks like we're going to Small Fortress Alliance though for our second game.
Yeah, same map as last time. Both of them able to make pretty good use of that soft platform. We have already today seen a couple of funny interactions due to that angle down there as well. Stingray, of course, playing lands, might be able to find some Seus to bounce off of that, which I would definitely look forward to. But so far, I mean, Stingray has been looking like a full-on on-stage show, pretty much.
Man, okay. Bro is just hitting 6 for free now. Man said flourish. Hold this. Check me out. All right. Yeah, looking. This is definitely something that I think we're gonna have to see. Stingray have to start getting around. I think he's dodging a little bit too much, maybe going back into the stage. And now he's starting to get red a bit again. Look at that, dodging in with the patience of Raydish, really showing up. Gonna have to ride that wall. It does work. I like that angle though. Yep, riding the wall for sure. You had to really like time his counterattack there.
Yeah, I mean, weapon throw, pretty much the only thing that can get into that angle, but still it's going to drop off probably before you're able to hit him. Very, very nice usage by Stingray here, using the map to his advantage. Both of the players into the red now, looking for a knockout. The down signature is just a little bit too greedy, and Raydish is able to find the punish off of it.
Okay.
Okay, able to make it back.
Yeah, he made it back. I was a little surprised, yeah.
Stingray able to find the knockout quickly thereafter, though, with that Seer.
Ooh.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, what is that?
That was cute. Yeah, almost got himself a little 3-piece. Almost turned that into an edge guard situation if he found a second dare. But unfortunately, sliding out on him. Only gonna take a small punish though. Another dare, trying for that pogo. He's looking for him, trying to keep pushing him further down and down. No, now no weapon in this hand. And what a call out! Bro, he's getting red. He's getting red to oblivion, bro. He's in the library and he's reading every book. Oh no.
Yeah. And Raydish is so good at using those signatures too, man. Able to make them connect super, super often. As he's on this orb, I'm just waiting to see whenever we're gonna see these down signatures come out, man.
He's been able to hit so many of these signatures on a dodge or on a you know, a defensive play from Stingray. He's trying to jump out the corner. He gets neutral sig, tries to dodge past him. He gets down sig. Speaking of down sigs, why have we not seen that until just now? What's going on?
We did see it one time. We saw it one time earlier, and I called it a little bit greedy because he tried to catch a landing with it. But trying to catch Raydish whenever he's trying to come back onto the stage seems to be a little bit more successful for Stingray to use it. But yeah, there's definitely more potential for Stingray to use them. Raydish, on the other hand, he's making full usage of his signatures, able to get the last knockout with one, and that's going to be 2-0 as Raydish is just playing out of his mind right now. We are seeing a legend pick on the screen right now that I'm so excited about, TK.
Hey, you know what? The king is here. I am
the king is back.
Big fan of the king. Let's see what the king can do, though, because, yeah, right now, so far, it has not been a great bit of games right here. Or that second game definitely didn't go in the favor of Stingray by any means. Just getting red to oblivion. I swear to you, Raydish has loaded up his Kindle with every book that Stingray has written. because my man is definitely reading right now. Like, that joint is crazy.
2,
But
1,
now
brawl.
we're bringing in some new hotness, and honestly, 2 whole new weapons. Like, I don't really know. I've really never seen Stingray play anything that didn't have an axe, or not an axe, a spear or a lance. So this is going to be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Hammer working out fairly well so far. I have noticed Stingray in his first stock always plays so good. Like, there's never been a first stock situation where Stingray isn't at least even. Nice use of that signature, tries to find the same one yet again, but Stingray, Raydish able to maneuver around them.
Oh my god.
Oh, he goes for the full-on commitment! That's the stock too!
All because he got greedy on that side stick. You saw him hold it. You can actually get out of it, like, you know, obviously you can just let go of it after and just get out of it quickly. I don't even know if that would have helped him, but I guess he was expecting like Stingray to jump back in front of him or something.
Oh no. That's sad.
Well,
that's sad.
Well.
How we went from 100 to 0 so quickly.
Yeah, like he really popped off in that first stock, and then now he just gave up a stock for free. You know what? Real Goku hours right now. I'm trying to keep it even. That's what I see what you're doing. All right.
Still looking strong on these battle boots though. Able to get Stingray down into orange. Swapping over to the orb. We're gonna have slightly more consistent options off the ground with that. Stingray dominating the ground right now though.
It doesn't seem like you want anything but the hammer. Like, I haven't seen too much orb coming out from Stingray. But the hammer, I mean, I get it. You're playing a character with a lot of force. You know, getting these hammer hits is going to do quite some damage. However, trying to get these down sticks a lot as well. Not gonna hit that one, and yeah, just easily picks it up with a neutral light right near the end of the stage. Now he's going to have to go for the boots now. I think he hasn't been able to weapon cycle yet, so it's going to be a boost affair. Yep, there it is. See what he can do with these boots. Man, nothing. He is getting thwarted by every time. Every time he actually gets the advantage, Stingray swings out of advantage, and then he thinks it's time for him to go on the offense. And Stingray chases him down, or Raydish, sorry, chases him down.
Oh, Raydish. The on-stage ground pound GC side signature. Not going to be enough though. Tries to go out there for the Sair, can't find it. Stingray needs to find the stock right now if he wants a chance.
Okay, he really wants that down sig to hit, but the only thing that's gonna hit is that neutral sig from over the edge. Raydish, absolute domination right there, even forcing a change, an unorthodox change right there from Stingray, but we are just not going to get that to work. Good stuff to Raydish one more time. As you said, Stingray, I mean, his first part of every game seemed pretty decent, and then yeah, he just made one really huge mistake, and look at what happened after that mistake, man. Big punish, and then yeah, big SD, but it didn't even matter. It was the only stock he actually lost.
Yeah, Stingray really just having plus 100 to his aura whenever he was on his first stock, but Raydish pretty much from every single game able to retaliate and still able to come out on top. 3-0, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm gonna have to say I'm a little bit surprised. I thought Stingray would be able to at least put one down on the board. We saw that panic swap over to the King Zuba at the end, but Raydish was just in his head. As you mentioned, the reads were already downloaded. It doesn't matter what legend you're on at that point. If the dodges are the same, the escape options are the same, Raydish is going to find you and he's going to take you down.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what was happening too. I mean, I think Stingray was not ready for Raydish to always like fire back so aggressively when it came to getting like hit. Like, there wasn't a lot of times where I feel like Raydish jumped away or anything like that. He was like, all right, no, I'm gonna drop a gravity cancel, neutral light, or a dare or something like that. And it worked. And then Stingray would be on off defense, where he'd be trying to run away, and that just wasn't working for him because Raydish was just chasing him down so well. Big reads from Raydish as well too. A lot of these sigs were on big reads. He got a lot of down sigs on like the dodges through. He got a lot of neutral sigs on jumps. Like, the game plan was being executed perfectly by Raydish.
Yeah, for sure. And allow me to fanboy for just a moment. I mean, you take a player with insanely strong neutral, which was pretty much what they were basing their gameplay around for a while. And then all of a sudden, you add on top of that one of the best advantage states in Brawlhalla esports right now, which Raydish has, in my opinion. But you saw that just in this set, how he's able to push it so well. And I mean, it should be to no one's surprise that you get an absolutely lethal player, Raydish, getting a well-deserved spot in top 8.
Yeah. And so now we're going to be moving over into one more match. We have Seus and Raid. We're going to get right in to it. I think it's going to be a clean one.
Yeah, I have gotten word that Raid is an ex-console player, which have recently swapped over to PC. Now that's interesting in and of itself, but I think what I'm most interested about with Raid is that they're an Ulgrim player with a Pocket Mirage. Now, who has ever heard of that combination of legends?
Hey, you know, that
feels
feels
random,
almost...
dude.
That feels almost EU like, just off the Ulgrim alone, but I don't know. The Mirage is definitely throwing me off, bro.
Yeah.
Cannot lie to you. So, but I'm happy to see some more Mirage gameplay too. I really like that character's spread of weapons and a lot of her skins too. She has really good skins, but we'll have to see if that even comes out as we get into our first game. The Ulgrim's out. The Magyar. Okay. Has this character seen greatness yet? Because I remember when Magyar came out, there was a lot of talks about
Sandstorm was on him a little bit. I mean,
there was a lot of talk that character wasn't that good though. Like that's what I remember off the release. So I'm not sure if like that has changed. Has the thought around this character changed? I know for a good amount of time the hammer was non-existent in this game, and then there was a moment where people were just talking about the stakes. This character was kind of rough, but we're gonna see. I mean, I want to be pleasantly surprised by what this Magyar brings to the table.
I can definitely tell you there's a cult-like following to Magyar. I don't know why. There's just like there's people that really dedicate a large portion of their personality around having a high-level Magyar. I think there is like French level 100 Magyar clan in EU, so there's definitely some representation, and we're seeing some representation at the top level too now from Seus, able to make it work as well as he's taken down Raid into the reds here.
Oh, all right, sent up and sent out. Now, what else can we get going here? Oh, Jukes, big damage.
I didn't notice until now. This is PR 67 going up against PR 84. One of these guys are getting top 8, TK.
That's, which means they've been going on some insane runs, bro. You know, you're way down on the PR, but you're way up here right now. So even if your run ends at 9th, still got to give yourself big credit for making this far off the current PR levels that you have. Nice Sayer, and another pickup right there, the GCN light. Gonna go ahead and take that stock off of this Magyar, and that's kind of, you're gonna have to make these big plays against Magyar with all that defense that this character has. You really might have to go out there and get some very, very off-stage hits to make something happen. Speaking of, what a chase down! Got the 3-piece after the dodge was red, and now a solid lead here for this Magyar, mostly off the back of the greatsword.
Now, I just gotta add some context. The reason Seus got this far into the bracket is he's the one that sent Raydish down to losers.
Okay.
He got Raydish to game 5 and won. So I mean, Seus, this greatsword has proven to be lethal so far in the tournament. It's proving to be lethal against Raid as well. Full stock lead. Raid is able to close things out a little bit more now with this Lannis and bring him closer to his final stock. Disarm him with that Sayer. The Nair isn't gonna lead into any conversion though. Axe, you can have opportunity to find that, and Light Dare, very nicely spaced, is gonna find that stock.
Yeah, that was a very good use of the air dodge, the neutral air dodge. Just kind of stall your positioning real quick, and then all right. I know you're not up here yet, so I don't have to gravity cancel, but I can jump dare, and that definitely worked out for him. The damage is racking up, though. We have got to stop the bleeding. Raid D6, by the way, is the name he has over his name when you hold tab. So I'm expecting to see some D6 coming out relatively soon.
I'm a bit disappointed by that name. Neutral signature, weapon throw, nicely sniped, and that's going to be 1-0 on the board. I am so impressed by the level of gameplay. I am just really baffled at how both of them can have double-digit PRs that starts with a 7 and an 8.
And they're playing like this. We are
They're
already
insane.
back to Demon Island quick with it. Yeah, these are definitely, this is definitely some higher than PR 70 slash 60-ish, you know, gameplay right now. But that's good. That just means if you can keep this type of gameplay up throughout the year, you will be sliding up that PR list. So put some more respect in your names. We love that.
These are some off-season grinders, is what I'm thinking. I mean, they have been putting in the hours, it would seem, and it is paying off right now. Seus with a massive string just in the very start of the game, able to take Raid down to almost dark yellow here. Recovery against the wall is gonna connect as well, and Raid is having a hard time finding hits here.
Oh. Okay. Off to the side. Nice. And now Seus. Yeah, he's definitely trying to, you know, still really like putting all of their chips onto this greatsword. I don't think we've even seen the other weapon too often, but I mean, I'm not mad at it. We just gotta like really get this first hit. It's really about getting that first hit and then reading that dodge to really make something happen. Look at that. He got the hammer, immediately threw it away. Now he's weaponless. Back to another greatsword though. Looking for that read. Definitely. He's not even going for a read. Yeah, he's going for a read more so than like a reaction. I think we got to start going for some more reactions here.
It's really, really interesting, yeah, because playing almost exclusively for the greatsword, almost no signature usage. I'm starting to think, is this a greatsword player that just really wants defense?
I can see that. Yeah, we've only seen, the only one we've seen so far has been the neutral sig, but that's been like almost
the way he needed it.
In a read type situation as well too. Yeah, he definitely does not want that hammer though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Raid showing that a good balance between your two weapons is the way to go. Taking Seus down to the second stock. Seus able to retaliate though and even assist out. Raid though, fairly strong lead at this point. Not only in the set, but also in the game right now. Seus comes out. If he's able to get a knockout here, this could be massive.
Seus definitely is hurting, but remember, you do have that high defense. It's high enough for you to survive that, but look how far he is. The ground pound is going to hit to the side. Whoa. Oh, yeah, he put himself in a bad spot right there. That was unfortunate. Try to go for the ground pound, and then immediately, because of using that recovery, still having that momentum, sliding up the wall, puts himself in the area to get hit by that neutral light. Oh, D-Sig. He did it.
Go for that massive commitment with the dare. Raid is able to evade some of those commitments. Down signature comes out. There you go, living up to his name. Gets caught in that read though. Dare isn't gonna connect either. This is so fast right now. They're just waking up out of everything.
Okay, Seus is going to get back to the stage. Love that. I mean, he is hurting. He only has a little, he's living on borrowed time, especially with the way these edge guards have gone. Okay, wait, the hammer, it's done something. He's used it.
There we go. Able to use it. Sticking to the greatsword though.
I want to believe, bro, but I just don't think there's enough belief left right here. I mean, it's got to be a Christmas miracle for him to get back into this game. Okay, hold on.
String. Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage. Sidelight comes out. Seus, can he rack up this damage? He finds the read. He gets the finisher too. That's so much knockback. If he can catch the Raid on his way coming back, he doesn't need to. He catches another string. One good hit away from knockout right now for both of the players. He gets the read, and that's 1-1 on the board.
It's crazy. I said I wanted to believe it's got to be a Christmas miracle. Well, Merry Christmas, okay? Because that brother, I don't know how he made it back, but here it is, Seus making it happen. I mean, the reads were online at the last part of that game for sure. I mean, because he was not finding those reads at all at the beginning. I see what you mean, though. Now I understand why he's. Look at his tag, House of Greatsword. Look at his plan, bro. Like, no wonder he probably feels shame for getting that recovery KO earlier.
TK, I've made a discovery. I made a monumental discovery. None of these guys have a top 32. So someone is getting their first top 32 with their first top 8.
Oh, man. Okay.
This is insane. Though, you know? How have neither of these gotten any top 32s? The level of gameplay is so high.
Okay. Seus. Not what? Okay, denied it at the very least. I just don't know if he's won't be able to make this one back. Unfortunately, that was very close though. Very
Way too
close.
Way too close for comfort. Even Raid was sweating a little bit whenever he saw that neutral signature coming out. Weapon throw, catching Seus, not able to finish up the D-Light combo. But Raid, I mean, let's not make this a repeating pattern from last game. You had a lead just like this, but Seus was able to snatch it right from you. It's those strings, it's those reads, the massive combo and damage output that Seus is able to get. And you see it yet again. He's able to extend off of those openers so well. Raid needs to be careful with how he's escaping out of those options.
Okay. To the other side, try to get a little swap up. Seus back on the receiving end of a lot of damage, but he's got to find a way to get the stock off. He's about to lose the stock. Weapon toss, maybe? No, going for the gravity cancel and light.
What? Why did that Sarah have like no knockback? Recovery is going to finish it off though.
Okay. Yeah, this is out the heels of a great comeback. I feel like you just can't have two miracles happen in one game. Got a hammer in hand though. Dishonor, disgrace.
You're just insulting him. Raid living up to his name though, throws out another down signature. Won't connect. Seus down into orange here. The lead is massive. Able to get the stock off. It's 2 stocks to 1 right now. This is more than just a full stock lead. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Quite a
That's
bit.
great sword for you.
Quite a bit of damage. Oh, and there it is. The D6 coming through. Raid D6 that I'm actually going to do with the Raid when you get that slide charge D6 this time around.
Right, and man, these guys are so fast in between the games. Our replay operator is losing their mind right now. Why can I only show the first replay before they already are loading into the next game? Seus and Raid, there's no waiting between the games. They know exactly what they need to do. They know how to adapt, and they're ready to put it to the test here as we're going back to Demon Island in what is going to be match point here for Raid.
Yeah, man, and this is, again, a historic moment for both of these players. Into the top 32, into the top 8, depending on who gets this W, but still, 9th place finisher. Probably their highest place in the date, or not even probably, definitely the highest place in the date. Gotta feel good
By far.
at the start of
wow.
the season, 2025 season. Here we go. Oops. Big damage.
Yeah, Seus starting things off strong with that string on the greatsword. Raid able to get back up onto the stage, only to get caught on that landing. Getting massive damage here. Seus getting a little bit too greedy with that neutral signature though.
Right.
Yeah, prime up another greatsword. There you go. Get rid of that hammer.
That was a lot of damage he was able to put on whilst not taking that much, but now lance in hand. Definitely big to see. He's able to turn this into a stock, but he's got to find it sooner than later. You know, when you're behind on a character with big defense, it definitely feels even worse. Okay. On the other side, weapon toss, yeah, but not enough. However,
There it is.
that's still not enough. I don't think
No
he touched
way.
the stage, though. Wow,
9
he did actually
defense.
touch the stage.
There you go. Actually, could be 8. But there you go.
I
That's what
think
high
he
defense
went
does.
He's in 4.
It's
He's
just-
in 4 stand, so
Yeah.
he took away from his deck. So yeah, I think he has 8 defense off rip. But regardless, high defense, bro. That's all you need to know. The defense is very high.
Yes. It's above above 7 for sure.
Mm-hmm.
D-Light and Light coming out from Raid, racking up some more damage, tries to go all the way up there to punish that neutral signature. It can be really hard to punish, especially if you're further down. Not even the fastest double jump is gonna get you up there in time. Ground pound is gonna connect, no option left, doesn't even need to go for the double dip.
And I like that wide toss of the weapon toss too, because yeah, if he went in to avoid it, he was just going to get picked up by the ground pound anyway, or maybe just a quick dare. But this is yeah, ever since this lance has been back in the hands of Raid, yeah, it has been definitely on his side as far as the momentum. Now the great sword back in hand though, swinging, oh, way too high up, and yeah, that's going to work out. Gets very high recovery, even exhausted. Enough to push past that top blast zone.
GC D-Light pushing Raid further away here. Both of them very evened out here on their final stocks. Tournament stock for Seus right now. Is Raid going to be able to close it out and enter top 8 for his first top 32 ever? It's the most important moment in both of these players' careers right now.
Okay. Great sword action right here at the side. Okay, does manage to fall out and gets himself a little counter attack. Oh no! Okay, he tries to go for the long extension. He made it.
He doesn't find it! What's that ground pound? Seus is able to get back to the stage though. He finds the read. It's not the stock yet though.
I don't know if this is the weapon that's gonna make. Wait, hold on. We got an edge guard potential. He's looking for. Oh my God, the D6 is not enough. He's going out there though. Look for a DC light into that top corner. That would have been absolutely insane. Oh, he's gone.
He finds it.
He's gone.
Wow.
That was good. Covering the landing. You saw him burn the dodge, and then it was immediately like, wait, I can get over here, cover that landing, and get a W. We're going to a game 5. They're definitely fighting for that top 8 spot.
Wow, we crashed out at that last stock though, on the left side of the stage. That got really, really messy for a hot second. Still able to close it out, and man, oh man, is this is like the most competitive set that we've had so far.
Absolutely. And I'm here for it, bro. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see it go kind of down to the wire. And yeah, we're getting that going for sure. So we'll see what happens here as we get into our last game. The House of Great Swords against the D-Sig aficionado right now. It's just been a great set.
It's been an amazing set right now. We're approaching the very last moments. By the end of this, one of these players are going to have their first top 8.
And currently, it's looking like it might be Seus, able to get a stock very early, only in the yellow. The pressure's starting to build up here on Raid.
There's the sidelight there. Goes for another dare. Ground pound connects. Is he able to find it? No! There it is, the defense, the Magyar defense. He's able to get back up onto the stage, and I mean, I don't know if I'm going too 5-head right now, but it seems like the game 5 nerves are catching up to Raid a little bit faster than they are to Seus.
Absolutely, but I gotta give it up to Seus though. He's been able to thwart a ground pound multiple times with that nair. He's gonna lose that stock though. And realize, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make it back. Let me just go ahead and dash to this blast zone, but. No weapon in hand, a little bit of a lead. Double nair. Trying to go for a triple.
Finds the dare on the landing. Not able to get any extensions off of it though. Seus has been the one who's really, really good at finding a lot of damage off of a single opener. Double nair comes out though. Raid trying to keep Seus off the ground. Raid just keeps going off stage, but he's allowed a pretty much free passageway back onto the stage by Seus. Massive string comes out, taking Raid down to the red. Neutral signature to connect. And there it is, 2 stocks to 1 as Raid is on their tournament stock now.
He's been looking for that neutral stick for so long too. I think that was the first one he was able to hit. Mostly it's been off stage, but I like that call out, using it as an anti-air, as the Brawlhalla gods have intended. And yeah, getting that stock as well. Hold on.
Seus gonna get hit by that Sair as Raid reclaims the stage. Ground pound is just a little bit too greedy. Seus is gonna be able to evade it. Sair won't be enough. Yet again, the defense is holding true for Seus.
Okay. The Sair and the weapon toss? Yeah, I don't think he's making that back. Okay. Yeah, I think he's probably going to try to go for the double again, but yeah, it's not going to come back in time. He's way too low. And now we definitely have a game, a last stock situation between our competitors, and it is right down in the middle when it comes to this damage.
Raid with the weapon advantage, able to starve Seus out here. He picks up that hammer, immediately throws it away.
Okay. Seus finds another dodge. He's been very good on these bridges, for sure, on these reads in this last game. They're on their, I think they're on their tried 2 weapons too. This is the 2 weapons I feel like are really going to bring them home. At least as far as the damage goes. I think Raid could swap to the axe a little later once he gets Seus into the raid. If he finds, oh wait, this is big.
Does he find the Seer?
No!
No!
He was so close. A
was
Tear
so
instead of a
close.
Seer might have done it.
Finds the Nair on the way back up though. He's still in the game. Sideline into nothing. A delayed Nair. Neutral signature would have been massive, but Seus is able to get around it. He's still able to get back to the stage. The game is alive, TK.
Oh, he got through. Oh, wait, on that. Oh my God. The
Oh,
down
it's
stage.
not enough!
Yeah, it's unarmed though. Neutral air to get back to the stage. We're down to the wire. No weapon in hand for Raid. Okay, he's got a weapon. He's got a lance.
Ah!
What can he do with it?
Both of them so close, back-to-back whiffs.
Oh no! He went big for it, and oh my God, he's gonna pay big for it. The stare to the back of the dome, and that's gonna get Seus into his first top 8. I know he's loving that.
Wow, what a set. Seus able to close it out at the very last second. I mean, I was doubting for a good while, but he was able to prove us wrong. He was able to prove me wrong.
Jeez, bro. I can't believe that's how it goes down, bro. Like, that straight down the middle, down to the wire. He's like, I got to bet big right here. Goes for, hey, it's in his name, the D-Sig. And unfortunately, that just did not pay off for him this time.
I just can't believe that this was like PR 67 and PR 84. I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna say it wholeheartedly. No shame, no regret. These two guys, they have a strong future. They have a strong future in Brawlhalla esports, man. This is not the last time we see their names. We're gonna see them.
Yeah.
We're gonna see them by the end of top 32, probably top 8, 1 or 2 times more.
Yeah, I think with that type of gameplay that we just saw, man, yeah, definitely expecting to see a great future between them. So now I'm looking at the top 8. Let me see what we got going on here. It's Marckiemoo and Money Hollow, who have already played some Marckiemoos and winners finals. We got Flower and Sandstorm on game 5 right now, and then on the loser side of things, Raydish, Balloon Boy, and then Seus and Snowy going to be playing up, and that's going to be our entire top 8. Good little spread of players here, and now some new now a newcomer showing up in the mix as well. So gonna be some pretty good Brawlhalla action coming up for you relatively soon. But with that being said, I think that might be it for us, right?
Yeah, we don't have any more games over here on the side stream, so all of the action is going to be on twitch.tv/Brawlhalla. I'm sure we're going to be raiding that channel too, so you'll be brought right over there. The bracket is stacked, and you definitely want to stay up and watch the rest of the tournament because you do not want to miss this. TK, we're completely done for the weekend. Is there anything you want to add before we part ways?
Yeah, just gonna say that we will have more action next weekend, so do not fret. There will be the doubles part of the Winter Championships next weekend. So if you didn't get enough Brawlhalla action, well, one, turn your game on and play. I know a lot of y'all probably got rewards you need to redeem at the very least. I'm about to redeem my rewards right now. And 2, we will see you next week for some doubles action. It's gonna be a great time. Keep it locked here on Pro Brawlhalla and Brawlhalla in the next coming weeks for some hot Brawlhalla action. But yeah, I've been TK Breezy. That's Polimonto. We're gonna get out of here. Go to the mainstream because that's where we're going to watch. We'll catch you next time. Peace.